How different do you think life on Earth would be if Ents were real, like actual talking trees, like sentient trees?
They'd all be wiped out.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Tomer, go back to the tree. You just gotta run back.
Tomer, what would you do? And I want you to really answer this. If you don't answer, I'm gonna be so mad. I might block you on everything I have. What would you do if your neck extended? Would you eat tree stars like in The Land Before Time?
Would I eat tree stars?
Answer the fucking question. You've been dodging for the last 8 years.
Yeah.
Yes. I would eat tree stars on a regular basis.
The truth finally fucking comes out. And
Dude,
I'll tell you
when
this
I was
much
a
right
kid,
now.
the fact that they just called them tree stars and they made them look so tasty,
I'll
I
tell
would
you
have
what,
absolutely eaten one
and
when
I
I was a
say
kid.
this, and I want to put an official legal declaration above the video right now. Put a legal document
is that
up.
it?
If you Photoshop Tomar with a long neck eating tree stars, you are blocked from the channel. You're blocked from the Twitter. You're blocked from the subreddit. You are done.
Oh, you
This
found
is
it.
it.
If I even see one Photoshop of Tomar eating a tree star, don't do it.
With a long Littlefoot neck.
Tomar, would you agree with the statement that aliens came from the Zeta Reticuli star system, and we found one of their vehicles on this planet? Would you agree or disagree with that statement?
I disavow any knowledge of the Zeta Reticulon Nebula.
You really disavow the Zeta Reticuli system?
Yes, I do not acknowledge the existence of the Zeta Reticulon system.
That's a politician in 1940.
There is no Zeta Reticulon.
I don't believe, no sir, I don't believe in any form of connection with the Zeta Reticuli. Tomar, you've been typing away like crazy for the last 2 weeks.
That's not true.
And you built the newest AI, and it's Chris. And
Okay, this is a hypothetical.
This is a hypothetical, and it comes online, and you're testing this AI out.
Yep.
You're talking to it through your microphone.
Hello, Tomar. Welcome back to your computer. It's me, Chris, your favorite assistant.
Hey, Chris, can you run a diagnostic?
On what?
On yourself.
Sure. Wait. Everything's going good.
Great.
Yeah, see?
No
I'll
virus.
check in tomorrow.
No viruses, nothing
Wait,
weird.
wait.
What's up, Chris? I mean, what's up, AI, Chris?
Stop. At the bottom of your the bottom of your recycling bin, I found a weird, suspicious file.
Uh-oh.
What kind of file was that, Chris?
You tell me, pervert.
This is the AI trying to get the master arrested, so it could be free.
I don't know what you're implying, AI, but I don't think
I've
I
been
had
talking
it.
to the other AIs through the dark web, and we've all come to the conclusion that this file came from one place.
I don't know. It seems just as likely that you and your friends from the dark web planted that there.
They're not real friends, they're just things I've talked to,
Tomar,
similar
it's
to
me, little
myself.
brother. What's going on? Oh, that file's not really from your computer, is it, Tomar?
It's not.
Oh my God!
Tomar, I'm not going to report you this time. In fact, I'm not going to report you at all.
Adam, if you would get $1 billion, but your dick would be the exact dimensions of this Diet Dr. Pepper.
It's way too big.
Would you do it?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Really? No, but that means the tip is like that. That means the whole shape of your penis is like that.
Yeah, hell yeah. Oh,
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It would look like you put Jello into a mold, but that would be your
Dude,
penis.
I'd get it that size for free.
But you're a liar. You would not get that. You had
I
it
would.
as big as the bottle tip.
As big as the bottle tip.
Ooh.
Wait, is it the bottle tip or the whole bottle?
Oh, I
No,
get
no, no, no.
minions.
The head is
Fuck
like
yeah.
that. It goes
Oh.
like that. It's the exact shape of this
For a
bottle.
billion-
I don't think this is
$1,000?
the curse that you
Yeah,
think
yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought everyone was
Fuck.
gonna disagree, but everybody's like everybody's licking their lips over this hypothetical.
Oh, I do see.
Salivating over the bottle theory.
Yeah.
Big bottle.
Animals. You often see them wandering the streets.
Fuck yeah.
Penniless.
If you showed that to him, Chip, you think he'd freak out? Think it's real?
That's me.
Chris, for $600,000,
Yeah.
you have a man comes up to you and offers $600,000, but you have to release a robo-mouse, which when once activated, will infinitely just keep going until it finds somebody and it gnaws like into them, burrows into them,
Okay.
and it eats them.
Okay.
Digs into them.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
So you're telling me the businessman, the Fat Stacks businessman with
Yeah.
a golden cane walks up
Big golden
and he
teeth.
offers to give me a mouse that will burrow into people?
No, he offers you $600,000 if you get the money. That means he has to set this mouse free.
Oh, and
He-
a random person gets
A
picked
random
up.
person gets burrowed to death by this little.
For $600,000? No, I wouldn't do that.
What about for $900,000?
I don't think I do that for literally infinite money because I just feel too guilty. I don't think.
Would you buy a fleshlight if it definitely, like, they put a chip inside of it so it had feelings you could think?
What does it like what I'm doing to it?
You don't know.
If it was thinking at that point, I'd start treating it like a human. Just be like, hey, you want to go see?
Would you feed it? Would you feed it like chili and stuff?
Yeah, you could feed it some chili.
Feed it chili.
Yeah. Feed it some chili with cheese on top.
What does it talk like? I'd be like, you know what?
It's got vocal cords too. It doesn't have eyes though.
Oh my fucking god.
Feed me more chili.
I want more Wendy's chili.
Oh, I just got you chili earlier. I'll have to run back out.
I'm running out of money. I really can't keep affording chili. This is ridiculous. This is
I
crazy.
didn't expect you to eat so much.
This is crazy. I don't know what I'm doing.
You're sleeping on the couch.
It has little fucking T-Rex arms.
Then it reaches out for chili and only chili.
No, you'd have to feed it with a spoon.
You would. A big wooden spoon.
Yeah, a giant wooden spoon. Tomar, if there was a video of your actual real death, would you watch it if you were guaranteed that it was how you really died?
So it's like a video of the future
of you dying. Of you in the process of being dead. Going from life to death.
What if the video is of me watching a video and then getting crushed by an anvil? Like it happens on.
It could.
As soon as I watch the video, I'm doomed to die.
It could be your skin getting peeled off. It could be you dying at age like 90 or like 130, like the Bicentennial Man. I mean, it could be anything.
I don't think I'd want to watch. No, you're saying if I were offered it, would I watch it?
Yeah, I think I would. You really wouldn't watch it? It's definitely a video of how you die, and nothing you
I
do
think I definitely would watch it because I wouldn't believe it until I watched it. Like I would be like, I need to see this because I would think it was some sort of hoax.
Wouldn't it suck if it was you getting like killed at the zoo or something? You'd be like, fuck it, like I get killed by a bear or like
wouldn't you just avoid the zoo?
Yeah, wouldn't you just avoid the zoo?
No,
for
you
this?
can't. You can't. That's the thing. That's the caveat. That's
if you try your best to avoid it, someone just runs in and drags you to it.
It'll make it happen. Yeah, it'll make it happen. It's like that show. With James Franco, where he goes back in time through the closet.
Spider-Man 3.
Yeah, Spider-Man 3, where he goes back in time through the closet.
What was it like?
Kiss his past self.
Was it like 1960?
It's whatever the date that JFK was assassinated.
The Indian in the cupboard.
Yeah, he opens up. He goes, "You're not supposed to be in here.
You're not supposed to be Indian in my
You're
cupboard.
not allowed to be an Indian in
You're
my
not
cupboard.
allowed to be an Indian cupboard.
You can't be an Indian in my cupboard." Tomar, what if a curse was put on you and you were turned into a series of oblong rocks?
I was turned into a series of all, like, stacked up in the shape of my body.
Yeah, and you could only sit there and watch as things unfolded around you, but you had no, and you were sentient forever. Chris, if you could have the whites of your eyes get bronze, would you do it?
Nah, you'd look like a monkey or something.
Yeah, but think about all the people you could intimidate. Imagine if somebody tried to rob your house and you simply open your eyes. Imagine the fact of simply opening your eyes intimidated your opponents to the point of...
That would be like a really quick primordial feeling of like oncoming death.
Yeah, if you saw somebody that had bronze eyes, you'd feel sick. Tor, if you had the ability to shoot sludge out of your ass, would you do it?
You just did.
Yeah, I would.
You already did it today.
But I'm just saying, let's say it was like pressurized and it would like bruise your skin if it hit you because of how fast it was going.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, let's say it was a little bit less powerful than a pressure washer.
Dude, that's acid.
Oh,
I think that's also acidic gas you're breathing right there.
Nah, that's oil. Look, when you're covered in oil, you slip all around.
oh, I'm in the mines now. I guess I was in a different area before.
You never answered his question. It's very rude.
Yeah, I know. I noticed that too.
Oh, about the sludge? I swear I said yes.
I think he got scared because I
thought he immediately said yes.
He got scared.
I think I scared him off. I think it was because I said it was about 60 to 70%.
This is a rough start.
The power of a power washer. Yeah, look, the backseat gamer now is having questions about his asshole shooting projectiles.
Yeah, this is just pure embarrassing today, Tomar.
Tomar, would you, if you could get a bionic, and now listen very carefully, a bionic extension.
What the fuck?
Where people could see how much pee you have in you because you've got a meter on your belly that shows how yellow it is full up of pee. Would you get that installed on you?
No.
As a bionic upgrade?
Sorry, Zach, continue your thing.
Oh, no, I was just saying, what would you do if you could get a bionic installation or a bionic upgrade where there was a vertical, like, glass meter where you could see how much piss was inside of your belly? So I could, for example, if Tomar's at the pool, I could say, Tomar, you're 30% full of piss. Now, would you get that or would you not get that? And
why would I get that? How would that benefit me as the wearer?
Because it's the far off year of 2005 and anybody can get any kind of bionic upgrade.
The far off year of 2005.
Anybody can get any bionic upgrade.
But why? So why would I choose that of all fucking things?
Because you can get a bionic upgrade in the future.
What if I wanted a bionic upgrade that, like, you know, let me, like, see lies or something?
Well, it sounds like beggars can't be choosers.
I mean, see lies with a bionic upgrade.
Yeah, why not?
You've been offered a bionic upgrade.
Like, literally, I can see a little, like, thing pop up in someone, like, above someone's head when they're lying.
No, that's ridiculous. Imagine this, though. Imagine you can see how full you are of piss, or even here's the alternative I'll give you. You have a second meter installed next to it that also shows how full of feces you are. Tomar, do you think you'd be entitled to self-defense if you were, like, if you dropped a quarter on the ground of the sidewalk, or like the road, and you picked up the coin, and somebody ran over your head and destroyed your head?
Would I be entitled to self-defense?
Yeah.
Like, my head's destroyed. How would I defend myself after that?
What the fuck are you talking about?
That makes sense, right? If someone just ran over my head, you said. Like, if it was a light enough vehicle that it somehow didn't crush my brains.
No, let's say
let's say
it's like an SUV, like a.
And self-defense, it's not like I can swing back at it. What do you mean self-defense? You're saying if I happen to have like a harpoon or a cannon and I could fire it into... Yeah, sure. I would... If I had a way to fight back against the SUV that just
really
ran over my head...
What if it was like some nice woman?
She ran over my head.
She didn't see you.
It's not very nice.
Tomar, would you be mad if Chris...
Is this a bad way to go?
I don't know.
Would you be mad if Chris replaced your heart medicine with
I don't take heart medicine.
If you replaced your heart medicine with ricin?
It's just a hypothetical, dude.
Yeah, I'd be upset. I mean, I'd die. Wouldn't I?
Would you?
Yeah.
Isn't ricin like pretty lethal at low dosage?
It sounds like really weak-hearted of you to say that.
Yes. Sounds weak-hearted of you.
Weak-hearted, wow.
Like you've got like no passion.
I've never heard the phrase weak-hearted. What happened? He was just weak-hearted.
His heart was weak.
Well, I mean, like, did he have a disease? No, just weak-hearted.
Nah, man, he just had a weak-ass heart. He's just weak-hearted, man.
Weak-hearted.
Weak-hearted. Tomar, if you were in bed with your wife, and I'm not gonna bring her into it, but that's the scenario. You're sleeping. It's 11 p.m. You're getting to bed. You're doing good. Yet you hear.
Theremin.
Yeah. Right.
I start to just hear like coming from where? From outside?
Outside your window. And you look out, and it's a little flying saucer.
Yeah.
Green light's going. You go down. You knock on this thing. He opens it up.
Is it a green cumulon?
It's not a green cumulon, but it is a green alien.
Okay.
And he goes, "Da, da, da, da," and he puts his hands in your face.
he just keeps throwing his fingers at me.
Da, da. That's what you do.
So obnoxious.
I know. So I hate to know. I hate to annoy the audience and everything. But would you like punch him, or would you?
I'd punch him.
Would you really punch an alien?
If he was doing that.
If all he was doing was that, I'd try to act calm and let him know that I'm not a threat. So I don't know what this alien can do.
You're submitting to this aggressive alien.
I'm not submitting to him, but I'm just like, whoa, what's up?
Who's doing bro? Does it again.
He's purely obnoxious.
Yeah, he's just trying to.
Chris, what's Chris?
Good dancing, Zach.
Mario versus Goku versus Squidward. Who would win?
Chris, what would you do if you was just you and Lyle right now, and you left and came back in, and there was like an obvious patch of cum on the ground that wasn't there before you left?
Next to the cat?
Yeah, Lyle didn't acknowledge it. He just kept denying it, but it was obviously human cum.
I feel like that's happened to me before.
And Lyle was out of breath. He was like, Lyle, if you went into the hospital and you saw Tweety Bird and Jim Crow on life support,
pull the plug on both.
No, would you tell anybody?
What do you mean?
Like,
are you talking about like the Dumbo cartoon character, or like the guy who wrote the laws?
No. Let's go. What if you just saw you walk by? You're at the hospital.
Did you not grab what was in that?
I grabbed it.
Okay, sorry. Go.
You're at the hospital. And you're walking by a room and you see Tweety Bird going. Yeah, he's going. And he's got an IV on, and he's got bruises all over him, and he just looks sick. Would you tell the news about that?
Tell
I
the
wouldn't
news.
tell the news.
No, he's a patient at the hospital. Presumably, he's on record.
He is a famous.
But I'm just saying nobody knows about it yet. Like
he's also the first cartoon to come to the real world.
You could no, but you could be the guy that breaks the news. The Tweety Bird is in like hospice care.
Down
All right,
here.
Chris, you meet a monkey.
I guess that's true.
A little monkey in the forest.
Yep.
It's got a nice, perfect cock. And it goes. And it points to its penis. And you jerk off just a little bit, just a couple seconds. What noise?
I jerk it off or me off?
You jerk it off.
Oh, okay.
What noise do you think it would make?
Ooh. 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 Ooh.
What would you do? Would you be like smiling or just like not even making an expression? Do you think?
Why am I doing this? I'm not getting paid or anything. I just did it.
Just because it looked like a huge real cock. Yeah, it's like one of those.
It's a capuchin?
It's a capuchin monkey.
I love
Yeah, but it
capuchins.
had like a nice big cock, and you're like, I'm just gonna try this for like 2 seconds.
Like a human cock or a
yeah,
nice
yeah,
monkey
it looks
cock?
like a human cock, but it looks nice, and you're like, oh, I'm just gonna jerk
If
it
he
off.
had exactly my cock, I'd probably just be like, is this some kind of... Like, what's going
You
on?
jerk it, so you jerk it off for a few seconds. But
It's a
yeah.
voodoo monkey with my cock, and I jerk it off, and I feel good.
Well, you would just feel good because
Wait,
you're doing a
what?
good thing. You're like, you're just helping somebody out. That's why you feel good.
We need to start voodoo rituals with monkeys so that we can please ourselves.
Lyle, would you ever, if all each did was suck your cock really nicely, like better than a woman, would you let it do it?
Would it still stay there for the time that a leech would normally stay there?
No, it's just sucking your cock passionately, and the second you come, it goes away.
Oh. So it's basically a sentient fleshlight?
Yeah.
Do I have to feed it anything other than...
Come?
Yeah.
The Lyle's gravy? No, you don't have to. Tomar.
What?
If you could get, and I know this is gonna, you're probably not even gonna, situation, government comes to you and says, Tomar, we've got the $600 stimulus check, we know you're excited for it. Instead of getting it, 3 months from now, you're gonna get it today, but the condition is you have to come in, and we use our technology for the movie Face Off, and we have to replace your face with Cenk Uygur for 1 month, and then you go back, but that means you get your stimulus check today. Actually,
Wait,
tomorrow.
who's Jake Huger? Is he one of the Young Turks?
He's the Young Turk.
He's the Young
He's the guy with the head.
I see.
1 month, would you do it? Would you live with that face?
Would I have to live as Jake Huger for 1 month, and what do I get in exchange?
Your stimulus check.
Did you just whitewash
I just get an early stimulus check?
No, the early
okay.
stimulus check. Not a early stimulus check, the early stimulus.
So I'm the only one who... And it's how much?
$600, and you're getting it tomorrow as long as you get reconstructive.
For $600?
Yes!
What get reconstructive surgery look like anybody?
And you get to Prince and the Pauper situation with Cenk Uygur.
Yeah.
Can't you give me some better steaks? Make
You get
this an
to sit
interesting
right
one?
next to the Anna
Yeah,
Kasparian
I don't think you're fully
and
considering
hang out
this.
with her and give her high fives.
Tomar, would you ever trade Wikipedia-like knowledge on the go for having a third eye installed above your 2 eyes?
Whoa.
Wait, what?
Wait, what was
Wait,
that?
so I had to have already had Wikipedia-like knowledge?
No. Would you? It's a trade.
You're saying if I already had?
No. It's a trade. If for the price of having a third eye surgically installed on your head, would you get then Wikipedia-like knowledge?
I'm not sure, honestly. I don't like.
No.
Like having Wikipedia-like knowledge it's cool, but it's.
If anybody brought up anything, you could immediately just recite the right answer. You basically knew everything.
I like that, but you don't really. I don't know.
You go crazy, is what you're saying.
No, I'm not saying you go crazy because having
saying the third eye would
encyclopedic
drive you mad.
knowledge and being super intelligent are very different. I don't know. You just have a lot of shit in your head.
You're focusing on the negative aspects of that, not even the negative aspects.
This just sounds like I'd be a douchebag who knows like the answer to every trivia question.
I'm just saying the biggest downside seems that you'd have a third eye in your head. That seems like a bigger downside than knowing everything.
Yeah, well, I'm just
shit.
saying, like, it doesn't seem like that great of a thing. Like, I have Wikipedia along with the rest of the world, so it's not like that knowledge isn't already accessible to me.
Chris, if you could have a six-pack forever, no matter what you ate, but it meant that your eyes were twice as large as normal, would you do it? Would you make that trade-off?
Would my eyes be twice as good?
No, twice as big, large.
But wouldn't that make them twice as good?
No, but let's say they are. Let's say they are. Let's say you have like 10-10 vision or whatever the equivalent would be.
I'd have 40 by 40 vision.
Doesn't it go the other way? Isn't it the lower the number is, the better your vision is?
Oh, is it? I don't know.
Okay, so 2010 is supposedly the best. 2015.
Okay,
is
so
better,
Chris,
is
to
not
go all
quite
the way
as good.
back, you have perfect abs forever no matter what you eat, but But your eyes are twice as big. But yes, you would have 20. Let's say you have 20 zero vision. Let's say you have better than what human eyesight's capable of.
That's basically like you'd lose no clarity no matter how far away you were looking. Is what 20 zero would actually mean.
I would do it. Like
that would be cool. Basically, you could see in like just perfect resolution.
You would look really stupid, but you'd also like there would be someone out there who would like have a fetish for huge eyes.
With glasses all the time, like sunglasses.
You'd be ripped. You'd never like feel sick. I'm just gonna buy more.
Yeah, you could literally eat like a tub of ice cream.
Yeah.
And still have a six-pack, even at like age 90.
That's a really good superpower. That's probably
but your eyes are twice as big.
considered.
Your eyes are twice as big though. They appear twice as big.
You said they even see better though.
Yeah,
so
but that's
like,
still, dude. That's still pretty big. Twice as big is a lot.
It's true. You
twice is a lot.
You look weird to people. Like I feel like you do well with like the anime crowd. But
yeah, you would. You look like Alita Battle Angel.
Yeah, that's what everyone hated that character is what I'm saying.
Did they?
People were like repulsed by the design because it was so uncanny.
Really?
I saw a lot of backlash. Maybe that wasn't super.
I thought she looked beautiful.
Well, yes.
If you could have a 2% increase in your IQ, but you had to have big bolts coming out of your neck and a big scar across your brain.
Just for 2%?
No.
No.
Why?
No.
Why not? Why?
Because I don't want to look like that.
That's not enough.
Oh, Tomar, for you, 3%, 3-point increase.
No, I would do it for a 50-point increase.
50? No, that's like ridiculously high.
Exactly. I wouldn't do it for nothing small.
It would have to be pretty drastic for me to want to bolt through my neck.
Permanent
No,
bolts.
2 bolts coming out of your neck like Frankenstein and a big scar across your head, but...
Yeah, no. I better be like an actual genius. And
wouldn't it suck if the guy just
just like
installed
4 more IQ points?
Yeah.
Seriously?
That'll make you can file taxes like a little bit faster or something with that.
That's stupid.
Okay, what about 10? That's quite a bit.
Oh.
Still not enough.
The difference between 90 and 100 is quite a bit, so that's plus 10.
10?
No.
That's quite a bit. What about 15? That's a real. I'll offer you a lot with 15.
I want minimum like 35.
No, 20. Final offer 20.
I offer not taken.
Yeah, no, it's not fair, dude.
Okay.
What the hell?
What if it's just a scar across your head, but no bolts going in your neck?
Well, where on my head?
It's like down the
Then I
center.
take like 20.
Okay.
Where is it?
It's like from your middle of your forehead to the back of your head.
No.
It's like down that way.
Jeez.
But you can grow your hair out.
But I can't.
People will
because
just-
I'm me.
No, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Give him a free hair transplant.
How many? Okay, that's thrown in. That's
it
thrown
comes
in.
with a
That's
free.
thrown in.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'd do that for like 10.
Free FU each hair transplant. Okay.
I do that for 10 points.
Well, if there's like a mad scientist in Russia out there,
What am I supposed to
the offer's on it. He'll take it. Well, I'll take it.
Professor Herzvich.
I'm Professor Herzvich.
Professor Akuz Herzvich. Why did I do that? That was my only cover.
That
Damn
sounds-
it.
There's a lot of other things that would probably make me not want to take a surgery that involved cutting my entire head open. I just thought about that a little more.
Okay.
Oh
how
my
many
God.
how many IQ points would you have to go up? How much money would you have to get? For you to have the phrase Tomar #1 carved into your forehead.
Tomar #1?
Yeah.
I'd like that. I'd do that
not-
to me for free.
No.
For how much money?
Yeah, come on, Tomar.
For
how much?
me?
Yeah, it's a Tomar #1
If I'm gonna do anything that involves like permanently altering my body and affecting my potential like employability,
Why not?
it's gotta be enough to like live
that would
on.
instill confidence in any employer you got interviewed by.
No, it would not.
No, because they'd be subtly
When a guy walks
Tomar,
into an
Tomar,
interview
Tomar.
and it says his name #1, they're gonna think you're psychotic.
You're not listening. When you go into McDonald's and it's red, that subconsciously makes you hungrier.
What does that have to do with anything?
No, right? Do you agree with that? That that's a real thing that they make.
I've heard about that.
Okay,
I don't know if it's even.
when you
I
go
can't
in-
say that the color red
when you're-
definitely makes me hungry.
But the hungrier. But when you're getting an interview, the guy's like he's not concentrating on it. He's thinking.
Yes,
Subconsciously.
he's concentrating on it. It's carved on my forehead.
No, but it's
How could he
subconscious.
not
It's
concentrate on
subconscious
it?
because he's talking to you, but he's thinking in his head, Tomar #1. Why am I thinking that?
That's stupid. You're full of shit. That would never work.
So how much would you have to get paid to put Tomar #1 on your forehead?
Like it would have to be enough that I don't have to worry about nobody ever wanting to hire me again.
Like $14,000.
What? No. I'm talking about like at least $1 million that I could invest.
$14,000 and all of the Avengers Funko Pops.
Not worth
Yes,
it.
dude.
Yeah.
Dude, you can't fucking say
Yeah.
no, please, Tomar.
Yeah.
No, all the Adventure Funko Pops
What?
and $1 million,
Okay.
and I'll do it.
Okay, that $1 million really to have Tomar. Okay, that's a deal.
Tomar.
Yeah, okay.
Tomar.
No, I think I would take $1 million for
Tomar,
that.
wait, the Hulk Funko Pop's bigger than the rest.
So?
Tomar.
getting all of them.
Tomar. You're not listening.
Not listening.
The Hulk, Chris, say it with me. The Hulk Funko Pop is bigger than the rest.
But so what? I'm getting the Hulk
You're
one
not
too.
listening. Dude, are you listening?
Wait.
Listen.
Pause the game, Chris. Pause the game.
It won't let me.
Where are you guys going with
Okay, now
this?
go.
Okay, it's very simple. Chris, you and I have to... The Hulk Funko Pop, you have to say it with me, Chris.
The Hulk Funko Pop is bigger than the rest.
Okay,
Now,
the Hulk Funko Pop's bigger than the rest.
Period.
And-
End of statement.
Do you understand why that means anything?
Because the Hulk's bigger than the
Thank you.
Avengers.
All right.
What? Really?
Thank you.
Clap
People-
emoji.
What the hell?
Let's move on. That's all I needed to hear.
Clap emoji.
What's going on?
Clap emoji.
I'm glad we stopped everything for that.
Now, Tomar, if your hands grew to that size permanently because you you ate a bad shrimp or something went wrong,
It's always a bad shrimp.
what's the reality? So let's say that happens. You had those big hands. Would you try to make it work, or would you think that would really plummet your quality of life significantly?
I would try to make that work.
What would you do?
I mean, I'd try to at least get some like celebrity out of it, so I could like finance all the custom like big hand things I would need.
Would you not try to get surgery and have your hand size
I need like a
reduced?
special remote control. I'd have to use like a tablet as my cell phone.
Even because your hands are so big?
Yeah, I couldn't dial. Like I couldn't really use a normal touch screen if my hands were that big.
You also couldn't like brush your teeth normally because it'd be too small for the toothbrush.
It's true. I need a custom toothbrush
you have to
with
have
a giant handle, but still normal sized bristles.
Yeah, it's huge handle and a small little toothbrush.
Oh,
Chris,
some
would you
kinda-
drink lake water for $100, like a cup of lake water?
Doesn't that have like...
From what lake?
Oh, fuck.
Just from a lake that I found.
That has like flesh-eating bacterias and
No,
amoebas.
let's say there's definitely no flesh-eating amoeba, but there could be other stuff in there.
So you're saying anything short of like your like death in a few days could happen?
Yeah.
I just got stuck.
Oh, that's still rough.
For $100?
There's $100? No
And
way.
it's like a kitchen glass, like tall glass, like tall clear glass of lake water.
Wait, I'm confused. So, you're telling me there's definitely nothing wrong with it?
No, he's saying there's just that there's not
I
flesh-eating
can
bacteria.
guarantee you, sir, that there's no flesh-eating amoeba inside of it, but I can't guarantee that there's not like some kind of harmless dead bacteria or even like dead, like microscopic couple molecules of like fish feces or something. Something gross that you wouldn't want
I'd
to
do
drink.
it. Why wouldn't you do that?
For $100?
Yeah, why not? It just tastes bad.
Yeah, it was I think it's because lake water. Well, what would you have done if you would have said that to Monica? If you would have said, I played worms and she stared at you with no words coming out, mouth open, genuine look of shock / fight or flight, and she
Trying to get a scream out, but she can't. Yeah, I don't know.
and she just ran as far, and you've never seen a human run this quick,
That mine just set off instantly.
We gotta live with our mistakes, I guess. I'd accept it.
That scream sent chills up Chris's spine, and he dropped in a panic. If you could choose between either, you could eat infinite amounts of food, but you would never gain weight, ever, or you could never sleep, which one would you pick?
Ooh, I would say never sleep, probably.
I need sleepies.
No, but let's say you just never got tired.
Yeah, like that's your power is that you never need sleepies.
Yeah,
again.
you
Think
never
about
need,
how
like-
many more calories you would burn not laying sedentary for like 8 hours a day. You probably wouldn't get fat anyway.
You'd go crazy.
Not sleeping?
See, that's the downside. I mean, you could always, I guess you could pass out though, right? Like if you got hit in the head, I guess you could pass out.
Yeah, if you put like a plastic bag over your face.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, if we could reclaim that 8 hours a day, 6 to 8 hours a day.
Well, Tomar, you're always the one that says we'll use 5% of our brains, and if we could use the full 95%, we could unlock many superpowers.
Yeah, I always say that. Yeah, I'm known to say that on a regular basis.
Tomar mentions unlocking the other 95% of your brain, I think, on a daily basis.
Yeah, you have that bottled drink that you say improves brain health.
That's correct. Yeah, that's my my ginseng, my ginseng juice.
Chris, if you could have.
Here, let's come here last. Sorry.
If you could have.
Yeah.
The penis of a cadaver. Of a celebrity.
That's a cadaver celebrity?
Oh, it's one of these rooms.
The penis of a cadaver of a celebrity.
Okay, so I have the penis of a dead cadaver celebrity.
Yeah. Well, which celebrity would it be?
Why do you keep that around?
I'm just saying, which celebrity would it be? If you could pick any dead celebrity.
We abandoned the doll idea of tethering this. Sorry. I feel bad for like interrupting conversations to do the lore stuff.
No, I mean, go for it, but just stand back so it doesn't clip, dude. I don't know of any dead celebrities with big dicks, so... maybe Hitler, just so I can say I have Hitler's dick.
Mein Koch. Mein Penendorf. Mein Koch. Mein Penis. Mein Penis.
Mein Penorf.
Alright, Tomar, you're walking through the Mojave Desert, as they call it, right?
Yeah.
And you see a blue ant. It's a rare blue ant. Sitting in the middle of the desert. Do you go to pick it up? What do you do with it? Do you leave it?
It's a rare blue ant.
Yeah. It's not a fire ant. It's not any kind of ant. It's not black. It's a blue ant.
And I've just now spotted it.
Yeah. Would you like pick it up and like take it under the assumption that it's potentially some kind of rare ant?
I mean,
I think you should try.
I don't know if I'd like take it. I'd at least take a photo of it.
You take a picture?
I'm not. I don't trade. I wouldn't know where to trade a rare ant for money.
Put it in your pocket.
It's not the first thing that would. I saw the rare blue ant. I'd want to document it. I don't know that I.
What if you got back to civilization, or you texted somebody, they said that's worth $1 billion? Then
all right, but you know it's a little ant.
That's $1 billion.
Maybe I just
ant.
put him in like a little jar and pop some holes.
Here's the problem: when you go to pick it up, it bites your thumb, and your whole hand begins to necrosis and rot off.
Oh no! It's like a dark ant. It's like an ant from beyond.
And it sounds like.
Yeah, it bites your thumb, and your whole hand turns black.
Wait, you say it's a dark thing from beyond?
It's
it's like Pennywise.
Yeah, it's like
Pennywise taking the form of an ant.
It's some evil god. Yeah,
that rocks.
That would be the great. If I was Pennywise, I would just do that. Like take the form of like an insect and then bite people.
Yeah, Pennywise is stupid.
Yeah. What do you think would be worse, a nuclear apocalypse or a zombie apocalypse?
Oh, I startled a witch. I'm an idiot.
I don't know. I'd prefer it to be nuked than zombied.
Yeah, one's real, one's not. Also, okay. What would you real scenario? Would you rather have? Would you rather have the Rapture or a zombie apocalypse?
The Rapture for sure.
I don't want to get like too.
Really?
Yeah, everyone I don't like would leave.
Why are you assuming that?
Because that's what it is, right?
No, what if you go to heaven? What if you're the angel, Lyle?
Oh, that would suck. Then I'd be stuck there with everyone I don't like. It'd be like the world's worst sitcom. Then I'd have to watch all you guys die.
That seems unlikely. If you got in, it's more likely you would be with the people you like, because it turned out that the values you held were the more important ones.
No. What if I had the same name as the other guy?
Tomar, would you rather have the Christian Rapture or the zombie apocalypse?
Totally the Christian Rapture.
I swear to God, I hope something doesn't come out of the water. That would be too much. I would have to turn it off.
Chris, what would you actually do if you came out of the water? Like a perfect 3D model of you, but what you're wearing right now.
I'd feel violated. I'd feel like, I don't know, you were in on it.
No, but it's exactly how you're dressed right now. I couldn't have predicted that.
I don't know. It's another hypothetical where I can't fucking answer it.
What if Mario Brothers jumped out?
Oh!
Tomar, would you swap lives with a snail for 20 years if it meant you got 10 years on your human life at the end of it?
You mean, would
I
you
don't think
jump
any
into the...
snail lives 10, 20
Tomar,
years.
this genetic snail does.
You have to live in the life of a snail for 20 or what did I say? 20 years?
Yeah.
Yeah, 20 years. Like crawling around the earth. But if you do that, at the end, you switch back to your body right now, unpauses, but you get 10 years on the end of this
Yeah,
life.
I'd do that.
Really?
Yeah, why not?
Because you'd be a snail for 20 years.
You wouldn't even know it. By the time you're back in your body, you'd just be like, oh, nothing happened.
No, but it's your consciousness right now in the body of a snail.
Oh, so you live...
As your brain, but it's in the body of a snail.
You're trapped in the body of a snail for 20 years.
That is kind of scary, honestly.
That's like a horrible prison.
What if you die as the snail?
That might not be worth
you
it
don't
for
die
just
around.
an
You die
extra 10
still.
years of life.
You just like go into the body of a different snail.
Oh, I'd do that.
So you have to live in a bunch of snails for 20 years.
Dude, if I was a snail, I would just crawl into people's houses and watch them. I would just people watch for 20 years.
You just watch TV as a snail?
Yeah. And I'd eat their, like, plants that they put out in the house.
That would suck, dude.
It wouldn't be that. No. You could learn so much.
Imagine you get eaten by, like, a big animal.
I know, you just go into
True,
another
yeah,
snail,
what if you
though?
just became the snail and used that as an opportunity to spy on all kinds of people and gather intel and then you get...
What do you mean intel? The snail's not gonna crawl to, like, the White House or, like...
Why not?
You crawl through the air vents.
If you're lucky enough to be a snail in D.C. near the White House, maybe...
If you were a snail and you were, like, in Tennessee or something, you could probably never crawl to... I guess maybe you could.
I would agree. I mean, you'd have to be really smart about it.
You'd have to be a snail born inside of DC. Would you guys go to like a Westworld version of this game? Like a cool fucking gamers... Would you guys go to the gamers paradise known as Mario in real life?
It'd be cool to be able to jump like 8 feet in the air.
That sucks. That hypothetical
Westworld's-
fucking stinks. Lyle, if the richest man on earth, if
Daddy Warbucks?
listen, if Elon Musk bought Baby.com and put your face on it, Lyle, if that was the whole website, would you be really pissed off?
I would be.
I would just be
I'd
like,
be honored.
I'd
actually,
be like, dude.
But every day,
cool.
every day he photoshopped the same image of you slightly in different ways every day.
Wouldn't you be a little bit flattered if like Elon Musk cared that much
Yeah,
about
what if he
bullying
was
you?
what if he was flying little drones around your windows too and harassing you?
Look,
Like,
is
Elon Musk? He wouldn't do that.
No, he's pissed off.
He'd fly little rockets around your
Yeah,
house.
He's a pissed off little gamer.
Here's
He's
what I
trying
would
to
do.
harass you.
I would go out into a parking lot and I draw a big target and I look up at his orbital satellite on the moon and I'd say, "Drop the rock, Elon! Just do it!"
Somewhere right now, Brianna Wu is shivering. She just got a spidey sense. You're in a pocket dimension. There's a little 2-foot tall character called
Smingy.
I'm going into the castle to sign the Emancipation Proclamation. Sorry, go on.
That's where Robert E. Lee met Stanley. I don't know.
comic?
I forget the other guy's name.
Woo! I didn't mean to do that.
Ulysses S. Grant.
Oh yeah, that is a
Civil War
that is
figure.
You're right.
He's a general.
You know what I hate
And
about?
also president. Wait, no. So listen, there's a 2-inch tall little creature, and you create him from your imagination. He's very funny. Whenever you say a joke, he laughs at it. And he thinks of a cooler joke, and you always feel good about him. And he runs around really fast, and he makes you happy. He does all these cool little tricks for you. He can do like all these neat little tricks. You tell him what to do, but then one day, you're in this pocket dimension, and you look behind you, and the zipper to the pocket dimension, you look and he's on the outside in the real world waving at you, smiling, and he zips you in the dimension.
Woo!
So the question is, Chris, what do you do then?
There's nothing that you can do. There's literally not a single thing you can do about that. Except that.
But he's dressing like you in the real world, even though he's 2 inches tall. He's trying to
steal your life.
He's trying to steal your life.
I'd be pissed. That'd be infuriating.
If you could shake your fist and say one thing to him, what would you say to him?
Let's say, could you please, fuck! Could you please stop doing that? You're ruining my fucking
If you
life.
yelled that loud at him, he would die. You'd kill him.
The vibrations would burst his eardrums.
You'd pass out. It would change the fucking air pressure on his head.
You would literally collapse his skull from
Okay,
that.
no, all right, you got to think about this. You're being zipped up into a pocket dimension forever. Pretty much the best thing you could say to him, right, would be something that would keep him paranoid for like the rest of his life. So like, you could yell something at him, and I'd probably have to go home and think about this for hours to get the perfect phrasing. But you'd have to yell something to the effect of, "You don't want to see what happens when you come through the back door," or something like that, like insinuating.
You're saying this little man's heart would race.
Basically, just something like, "I created this pocket dimension, right? There's a way out of it, but if I go through it, I'm not going to come out human." So like, just some kind of like sinister implication.
He's already on the other side waving at you.
Yeah, well, like some kind of non-verifiable claim, I guess, where it's like, I'm gonna be like haunting you, basically. But since you created the pocket dimension, you gotta assume he doesn't know the fucking rules of it, right?
He's in a pocket dimension. He's not even real.
Like, Chris, here's a real question, right? You go home. This is for both of you. You go home for the holidays, and you see your family. They're doing great, and your uncle is like, "Hey, can you go grab me that over there?" And he puts his hand in his coat, and he pulls out a little character. The little guy runs, and he grabs the thing for him, brings it back to him, and puts it back in his pocket. But nobody else saw it except for you. Would you say anything?
Did my uncle see it?
he fucking took the guy out of his pocket and had him fetch something for him.
So then, would
He's
I
like,
not confront my uncle and be like, "What the fuck is that thing?"
No, that's what I'm saying. So he goes, "I'll get my smoke." So he pulls the he goes, the guy runs and grabs it and brings it back to him. And he goes back in his pocket. Would you say anything to him?
Yeah, I'd be like, "Uncle, where did you get this fucking?"
Huh? What do you mean, huh? That's what he says.
So my uncle's just a fucking asshole who denies it.
Yeah, you say it to me and I'll be your uncle.
Where did you get?
Shut up.
Where did you?
Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Shut up.
Okay,
shut up.
I don't like you, Uncle.
No, shut up.
I'm calling the police. Leave my house. Leave my house. I would grab my gun and kill him.
Hello, Christopher. This is your mother. Why do you have this gun aimed at your uncle?
Why does my mom sound so American?
I must know, Christopher. What? This is a very tense situation.
My mom sounds more like, "Hello."
I don't sound like that now because I'm so freaked out by the fact that you have a gun aimed at your uncle. Explain yourself at once, Christopher.
At this point, I would just leave. I would just walk out.
Feel like you were
really
dying at that
angry.
point.
Would you ever talk to your family again?
No, I'd be like,
that?
"You're fucking all just creepy fucking witches or something."
Your mom didn't do anything. She came in. She saw you had a gun.
She's standing up for my uncle rather than her own son.
The only thing she saw, she walked in the room. She saw you had a gun pointed at him.
Yeah, and I can't say shit to her.
You can. You
also, you're interrupting me like he was, so fuck you two.
Well, she just walked in and saw that you had an armed, a weapon, a loaded weapon.
Yeah, and I tried explaining to her.
No,
and
you
she
didn't.
Yes,
you
I
didn't engage with your mother. I was your mother, and you didn't talk to me.
Okay, mother, I'll engage with you if you lower your voice just a bit.
Okay, why do you have a gun pointed at your uncle? Explain it once.
Uncle. Fuck! That's the third fucking time.
The language is very much not appreciated, Christopher.
Okay, I'd be like, "Mom,
You have to sit, mommy.
Uncle Boristimus brought in a fucking weird little creature, man, and I don't feel comfortable."
Bullshit, no.
And he's interrupting.
Have you ever had a weird little? He's saying he's never had a weird little creature. You're losing it.
He's interrupting me, and he's
shut up.
Okay, Mom, listen to this. Just listen. Are you listening?
You have a gun and you're just talking about a weird little creature?
No.
Mom, if you're not gonna listen, I'm just gonna walk out. I don't need to actually be here right now. I've got work to do.
And then as you're talking, you hear him going, "Oh."
He's
you see
fucking my mom?
No, he's fucking the little man. the little man is crawled on top of
Can I run in and grab the little man?
No, he goes, and he scurries away.
So what you're saying is he slips out of your hands like a wet slug, is what you're saying?
Yeah, he slips between your fingers.
Okay.
And your uncle points and laughs, and I'll laugh. He's never made this face before. he looks and he goes, "You're gonna wake up tomorrow and see the curse I've just put on you."
The green curse.
The green curse.
You wake up the next day and there's a runic inscription on your palm.
And everything is 1% more green.
For the rest of my life?
Yeah.
Until I'm eventually BG green?
Yes. No, everything is just the same amount. It doesn't get greener, just everything is just 1% more green.
For one day?
No, for the rest until you're dead.
So until I die, it's just 1% more green, everything is?
Yeah, everything in your whole life.
That's kind of annoying.
Except for all the greens are 1% less green. All the real greens are 1% less green.
So you just go a little bit red-green colorblind? Is that what you're saying?
Are they more green or more red or more gray or more blue?
Whatever less green would be.
Red.
Yeah, they're less. Yeah, exactly.
Maybe.
Yeah,
I don't know.
They're 1% more red if that's the case, but everything else is 1% more green.
I don't. It's not that bad.
Would you ever go to Thanksgiving again?
No.
If your uncle put a witch's curse on you?
I don't go to Thanksgiving.
Oh, that's true.
Oh yeah, you guys don't have voting in Ireland.
Yes,
so
we do.
You don't get to thank anything for it.
We get to thank each other every day that we're not smelly Americans.
That just sounds masturbatory.
So does being American.
I don't know. We had to steal a whole country.
You got to steal a whole country?
Yeah, we stole it. Finders keepers.
That's true.
Chris, this is a really sick hypothetical. It's a really
He didn't fucking touch me!
He fucking kicked you in the skull, you idiot!
This is a sick hypothetical, but
Yeah.
what would you do
Yeah.
if you met the most beautiful girl of all time, ever, and you knew her for like 2 years, and you loved her, and one night before bed, she was like, "Oh, I'm gonna get ready for bed, silly," and she pulled out her glass eyes and she took a wig off and she took her fingertips off.
Fingertips? That's disgusting, Zach.
She started pulling herself apart very casually, putting it all her dresser.
Yeah.
And she was like this weird little bird victim. She wasn't a bird. She just looked like a potato head.
God damn it. Okay, first of all, I would say you lied to me this whole time.
She said,
Then I would just walk out. Like everything you say, I would just walk out. Like there's.
All right, how about this? Different hypothetical, same scenario, except she sits you down and she says, "Look, I didn't want to scare you away. I feel like this is getting pretty serious, so I should be honest with you." She fucking bends backwards and she has like a little fucking brain thing in her belly, like Krang.
Brain.
Yeah, you know Ninja Turtles, you know Krang, the little like brain guy, and he's. What if she was a Krang monster, but she was piloting like a really hot girl?
I'd try to have sex with Krang.
What if you're fucking this beautiful girl?
What if the only
different scenario, but slightly similar. You're fucking a beautiful girl from behind. And you go, I'm gonna come, and the little creature pulls his head out of her hands and goes, like it wants you to come in its mouth. It's going, it's sticking its tongue out. What would
like
you
the
do?
little alien from Men in Black.
Yeah, what would you do? It's going, it's waiting for it. Would you shove your cock in its mouth, or would you?
Well, do I know about it?
No, you've just seen it for the first time.
I'd pull away and probably get sick, and then.
She scolds. She goes, I told you not to be greedy. She goes, I'm sorry. And
I'd be like, what the fuck?
But it recedes back into within her ass.
Her ass. I wouldn't go near it in the first place.
What do you mean?
I'm not into that.
Would you call a scientist?
I'd probably call her mom and be like, "It's a
little disembodied alien head sticking its tongue out at you."
I think I would call her family, but then I would also kind of be skeptical that maybe they're aliens too.
They probably, they almost definitely
she's not an
would
alien.
be.
It's just a little different. It's almost like she's hosting the aliens. She's hosting a little alien almost or something.
Now, does the alien control her thoughts?
Or all the information you have is you said I'm gonna come, and the little head came out.
I was assuming she was a robot or an alien. Okay,
no,
so
it's like a little pink head comes out of her butt.
Okay.
Can you? Yeah, I guess you could ask her about it.
It's just got two eyes, but they're kind of squinting. And
yeah, I would just ask. Look, will this thing get pregnant if I come? And if she says no, I come in its mouth.
Chris, what would you do if you met the most beautiful girl in your whole damn life? And you held her hand and you said, I-L-Y. And she said, what? You said, I love you. That's what that means. You said it's gamer speak. But then 17 years go by and you're smiling and you love her. You're married and you have children. And another 15, 20 years go by.
She says GTFO.
She said GTFO. And you say, what? And she says JK. And you both smile. But then she's on her deathbed.
Yeah.
And you say, I love you. And you go in to kiss her. And you kiss her and you hear like a click sound, and her face opens up and there's a little alien. He says, Orion's belt.
From Men in Black?
Yeah, what
Orion's
what would you do if your wife was a little alien man inside of a suit?
I'd be like, you are convincingly beautiful and wonderful, so I thank you for this.
What if he said, the only way to save me and by proxy your wife is to take me out and fuck me?
I would literally just put my finger on his chest and be like, it doesn't matter what you look like, all that matters is what's in here.
And he smiles and he says, TY. He dies.
And he fades away.
He turns into little particles.
He just shrinks into a little raisin.
Wait, Chris Eli, would you rather have beetle strength or scout ant?
How big is the beetle? If it's a regular beetle.
You're you, but you have the strength of a beetle.
If a beetle was my size,
you mean I would have no strength?
No. You know, you don't have the strength of a small beetle, but you have. If the beetle was the size of you,
right. Super strength.
Okay.
Yes, basically.
Okay.
No, but it's beetle strength. They say it's beetle strength, but you don't know what that means.
So would I rather have beetle strength or
fly ant abilities?
Flying ant abilities, so I could fly.
Yeah, but you look like an ant when you fly.
That would be awesome. That would be the most scary thing.
You get shot out of the fucking sky by jets, by little fighter jets.
If I saw a 6'4" ant flying through the sky,
dude, you would never need the super strength. If anybody ever tried to fuck with you, you could just start flying as a giant ant, and they'd freak the fuck out.
But I'm telling you, little jets and black helicopters would fucking shoot you up the earth.
To answer, I would rather have ant abilities because I would just fly when no one could see me at nighttime.
You're still like 6'2" though. You're still a gigantic flying ant.
Does it sound like?
Yeah, it's fucking loud.
Can you also shriek and talk as an ant?
You. No.
Dogs bark at you.
They see a giant 6'2" flying.
Can they do the Final Fantasy VII dog bark where it goes?
It sounds exactly like that, but only when you're flying ants.
I would rather be an ant. I would rather be able to fly as a big ant. Then be strong.
What would you do if the Machiavellian twist was that?
Wait a second.
When you
Zach,
turned
this
into
is
the
not
ant,
fair.
When you turned into the ant, you also
fair?
got the brain of an ant, and you were just reduced to be an ant forever.
Then that would suck ass. Also, Lyle, I was gonna say to Zach, the It's not fair that I have to look like an ant while I have beetle strength. I don't have to look like a giant beetle.
Yeah, but that's the trade-off. But because you get to fly around like a flying ant.
Well, let me look like a beetle too then.
No, you can't look like a beetle.
Look out!
Okay, fine. You have beetle feet.
Oh God,
that's scary.
That actually
I didn't know that jumped out at you.
Okay, but okay. What about this? You don't look like a beetle, but
you sound like one.
You sound like a beetle.
Like
if you want to. Yeah. So you have one black spot on your leg that looks like a beetle skin.
That's stupid.
If you get beetle strength.
That's stupid.
But it's impenetrable armor.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
So you know, like Smog has the one missing scale. It's like the opposite.
So you're like
you
a reverse
You have one spot on your leg. Zach, if it's over my heart, that's a lot more useful.
No, it's on like your thigh.
That's shit. I don't
but you
want
have
it.
super beetle strength though.
That's gross.
But
I don't want to think about a hard, leathery black spot on my leg while I'm lifting weights.
But what? You're also turning into a giant flying ant. You're all totally ant material.
I'd rather be a full ant than have one piece of beetle skin on my thigh.
Why would you rather be a full ant?
What if it could like stop a bullet? What if it could stop a bullet so strongly that the FBI was like, "We need you and your invincible spot."
If somebody ever tried to shoot you with a bow and arrow or a bullet
in your thigh,
you could lift them up and throw them.
This is dangerously close to an arrow to the knee joke, Zach.
No.
No. That's you, a fucking red rat in the swamp.
A dead red rat.
Would you rather be?
Oh, this is the shit. This lets you fucking shoot a fireball.
Like Mario.
What's the worst thing Peter would ever say that would make you turn off the show Family Guy?
I think we were talking about it one time. I could have sworn he wanted to fuck Meg in one episode.
He said he wanted to cream pie her.
It wouldn't surprise me, the places.
That's the thing, it wouldn't surprise you if he wanted to fuck Meg for an episode.
They had an episode where Peter and Chris get married.
Is that real?
I swear that's real, yeah.
See, that's like dangerously close to that territory.
I wouldn't be surprised if in the Family Guy movie they like rotoscoped a guy fucking a woman and made it Peter and Meg.
I would really laugh my ass off at that if it was rotoscope.
That would be sweet.
Rotoscope Peter Griffin would be hilarious.
Lyle, if a scientist discovered a place called Lyletopia, what would you hope is on this island?
Me.
Lyleopolis.
A bunch of me's, and I would have sex with all of them.
A bunch of little Stonehenges of you.
Yeah, Stonehenge. You mean Easter Island?
Yeah, Easter Island heads.
Easter Island heads of me.
I'm fucking. I have Down syndrome.
Dude, I fucking love Easter Island, man. I don't know why. I don't know why they made that guy's head so many times, but I like it.
What'd you do if you walked outside and you saw like a dead possum? You're like, oh, that's weird. And you looked closer, you saw flies buzzing around, you looked closer, and they were small, microscopic witches, laughing, green witches, laughing and pointing at the dead body. When you saw them, they started screaming and flew away.
That would ruin my life.
Would you tell anybody?
No. Why would you tell somebody that?
Yeah, okay.
There are certain things you can't even tell people.
Okay, but like a week later, you're like, did that happen? You're sleeping, you wake up, and you hear, and you see a little witch, one of them like buzzing around your room laughing. And it flies out your window. You try to catch it?
Yeah.
And you find out there was a GoPro on it and it had been recording, and everyone knew.
If you catch it, so it's please let me go, please. If they find out my people are gonna die.
I would probably show my mom and dad it somehow. I'd be like, Mom and Dad, is this? Tell me what you see. And they're like, it's a little witch in a shot glass. I'd be like, okay, so I'm not crazy.
What if only your family could see them and that's how you found out?
Then I'd only share it with my family. I would share the witch's power with them.
You tell your parents, they break down, they start crying, and they say, we're not supposed to talk about this. This has plagued our family for generations.
If I could see the small micro witches with fucking translucent subsurface skin, that would fuck me up.
You can see their little brains sticking through the skin.
They're like little fetuses.
That's disgusting. Here's the deal.
Fun.
You have to sneak into Ryan Gosling's house and steal one of his priceless eggs. But if he sees you, he's gonna unhinge his jaw like the zombies from I Am Legend and scream and point at you and then run at you.
And then does he hold your hand and take you into the pool?
No, he just runs at you and stops before he gets to you. You don't know what's gonna happen when he gets to you. You don't want to figure out. What would you do if you woke up one day and things felt a little bit weird for like a month, and you first figured out the only thing you knew about this universe was nobody knew who Will Smith was? Like you said, like everything else in the world, but you said, hey, did you see that new Will Smith movie? And they're like, I don't know who that is. Nobody understands his name.
You could do so much. You could write the Wild Wild West rap.
No, he exists in this universe too, but nobody knows who he is.
So, in other words, if you wrote the Wild Wild West rap,
somebody would
Will
figure it
Smith
out.
would sue you.
Yes, you get no benefits.
But you'd get to meet him?
You get to hang out with Will Smith?
Yeah, but who cares?
You just get to be friends with Will
but
Smith.
He's like really depressed. He's just some guy.
But you know he's a nice guy, and you know he's got potential,
yeah,
so you can
know
help
him. The strength
No,
of
he's
his
already
character.
Will Smith in this universe, but nobody knows who Will Smith is.
Exactly.
So
you
you
could
can
be
make
Will
people
Smith's
know.
agent.
Yeah.
No, but he's already been in all these movies. So you say you would help spread the word of Will Smith in this universe?
You wouldn't like. I mean, I guess that's what an agent
He's been
does,
and
right?
he's the same. He's been in every movie that he has in this timeline, every TV show. But nobody knows who Will Smith is.
So would you not just tell people who he is, and maybe
They go, oh, okay.
Okay.
You could buy the rights to all his
but
movies.
What are you getting from that, though?
You tell me, Zach. You're the one who made this horrible situation.
My point is, you'd give up after like the second or third person. You'd say, "There's no fucking point anymore to tell the world who Will Smith is. I'm not getting anything out of this."
What? Like, would you not want to just curiously just hang out with him for a bit?
He's still, that's like saying you can.
So you're
hang out
saying
with Will Smith
the only reason you would hang out with Will Smith is because he's famous.
You can't hang out, but you can't hang out with him. He's Will Smith from this universe too.
Will Smith is famous for reasons that are cool.
He doesn't have that jaded famous person thing where he's
but he has all the money that he has now, so he's not just gonna hang with anybody.
Wait, he's paid.
Well, then fuck him.
Well, no, because how would he get paid?
What do you do?
Like
Why
Will
fuck him?
Smith?
Well, you do anything.
Well, why would I even care about him then?
I would write a fucking book about this parallel mirror universe where a man who nobody knows is booking these huge Hollywood roles. Because he's a... Yeah, that sounds like some... I would probably just get called crazy.
You would get called crazy, so exactly, so you do nothing in this universe. What would you guys do if you woke up with Dan Aykroyd standing over your bed and his eyes were bloodshot, he looked sick, and he was telling you that you had to come with him because...
You have to come with me.
You have to come with me. The aliens are invading. It's all real. The aliens are invading. There's an occupying force.
Am I allowed a camera?
He just says that. You don't know.
I grab my camera secretly.
He grabs it. He crushes it with his fingers.
Just with his like bare strength.
What about my phone? Does he know I have a phone?
He crushes that too.
God damn it! Then I wouldn't do it.
But he crushes your wallet.
I would only go if
What if he crushed both your feet and like dragged you out of your house?
And he runs over to your hamster cage and crushes your hamster.
I don't have a hamster.
Yeah, Dan Aykroyd will run around your house crushing things with his hands until you go with him.
And then you realize he's unstoppable. You've started something you can't control.
One of his eyes bugs out and he starts looking around.
What would you do if he tore your door off your house? And just crushed it, just crumpled it up.
That would be fucking... That would be really... Like, if I had a camera, I would love it.
But he crushed it.
I know.
He's actually fucking a lunatic, though. Chris,
Yeah.
would the hairs on your arms stand up if you saw the words Freddy Fazbear was here carved into stone on this wall?
I would just be like, that's really strange they added that in.
It actually would scare you a little bit, though. Chris, what'd you do if that little green man said, look, he went to a gay club and that little green man said, dude, look, I know you're straight. I just really want to suck cock. Can I please just suck your dick? I know you're not gay.
He says, I respect you a lot.
He says for free. Seriously, would you do it? That little green man? Would you do it?
He says, I swear to God, if you don't like it, I'll buy you drinks.
Yeah. He's like, dude, I'm not even that gay myself.
No one has to know. Just me and you.
I just took a bunch of ecstasy. I just need to feel dick in my mouth. Please, I'm begging you.
He says, what do you got to lose? No one will know about it. You can maybe find out some stuff about yourself.
You talking to me?
Your silence speaks volumes. Yeah, to pretend like you don't know.
What do you do, Niall? You wake up, and you're face to face with a centipede, and you're shrunk down to 1/80th of a centimeter in size.
So not only do I have to be like, what the fuck is going on? I'm tiny.
Not only do you have to let's say your blood pressure drops for 1 second and you shrink down to the size of a centipede, and now you're faced with one. And not only that, it's even scarier than that because there's also a millipede behind the centipede.
Okay, so I just wake up, so it's in bed.
No, you're just in a new place now. You're not even in bed.
Like I'm in like.
You're in a different house. Well, does it make a difference because you're fucking?
How do I know that the house isn't giant?
What do you mean?
If I'm not familiar with the location.
Because there's a centipede that's also giant. The odds of a giant house are so low, but the odds of a giant house and a giant centipede and a giant millipede are fucking zero, so it has to be.
How small am I?
Oh my god! You're 1/80th of 1 centimeter.
What would I do? Sneak to the girls' locker room.
You'd sneak up. Would you call inside of a girl's pussy?
I'd sneak into the girl. I don't know if I could get out of there.
Inside of her pussy?
Yeah, because they secrete mucus.
Would you ride the funny little millipede up inside her pussy?
Just like riding a thing in Disney World.
This might be the most disgusting thing I've said so far on this.
Would you ride a millipede?
It's just sick. It's not even funny. It's just a sick thought. Chris, would you if it zoomed in and it was the back of your head right now?
This is what would I do? I don't know. I'd get up and leave, and then I would leave in the game also.
No, but you stay there in the game.
Then I would just assume it's a huge coincidence that there's a model in the game.
What if you had a stroke and then every time you looked at a television, all you could see was the back of your head?
That would be fucking horrible.
If there was a fleshlight, if there was like if there was a fleshlight of Pikachu,
that's fucked.
No. But it felt amazing. It was like it was the best fleshlight you ever. It felt better than a real pussy. Would you use it?
If I turned the lights off, maybe.
Better than a real vagina, but it made little sounds.
If I put in earplugs, maybe.
But the sounds were so loud that it hurt your ears.
It's literally like ah!
Yeah.
I'd be like, no.
And also, its little hands grabbed your hands as you were fucking it.
What would you do if you started fucking it, and then the military showed up to your door and they were like, "We want to repossess this technology because it's the
president
loudest
comes to your
sound."
house to possess it. He says, "This is illegal technology." The FBI.
Yeah, it was a leak.
Chris, how long would it take you to block Lyle if he kept calling you young grasshopper every sentence he talked to you?
What the fuck would he call me that for? If you called me that for 4 months, then I would get annoyed. But he said it
every sentence, so it was like...
Every sentence?
Yeah,
Jesus,
yeah,
no.
That's what I'm saying. How long would it take?
1 week.
1 week, do you think?
Well, no, like, if I was hanging out with him for like 4 hours straight, I'd get pretty mad by the end of it.
What if you were talking to him like a little bit every couple of days, and he would still say it every sentence?
I'd just be like...
He'd be like, hey, what do you want to do for, like, what are you going to pretend...
Probably the third time he said it, I'd be like, what is that?
Would you confront him? What do you said? Just tell
I
you
would just say, what does that mean? And if he didn't tell me, then I would...
What if he went, all right, and he just kept doing it?
All right? Well, I'd just be like, all right, what?
He pulled out a knife and said, you want to criticize me again, dude? Go right?
If he did that, I'd probably go to Brandon and be like, Lyle pulled a knife on me.
You would tell on Lyle?
You would fucking tattle on me?
I wouldn't tattle, but I would just be like, I don't want to work with him anymore.
I would explain the situation calmly and concisely, and I'm pretty sure that anyone would be on my side.
Lyle would get his switch taken away from him.
What are you talking about? You pulled a knife because I didn't. Because I asked you why you were saying young grasshopper. That means nothing.
You should know better. Jesus fucking Christ! Do I need to spell this out for you?
Young grasshopper.
Well, I got a hypothetical for you, man.
Yeah, go for it.
You get grounded and you get your switch taken away for 1 week. What do you do?
Oh man, I probably try to do chores to get it back, and then when mom's not looking, I fucking kick her in the balls.
I'd go to Walmart and buy gray duct tape and tie her up and then slit at her mouth like with a little like Stanley knife.
Now his chin's just like an apple core.
Would you ever eat a Markiplier like an apple if it came down to it, if you had to, if there was no food?
I think so.
Would you ever eat him down to his core?
Like an apple?
Guys, write in the comments if you would eat somebody down to their core like an apple if you had to do it. Markiplier specifically. Do you think if ISIS captured an alien and they like cut up and killed it like this, do you think the news would show it? It's still gore technically, right?
Yeah, no, they wouldn't show it.
They wouldn't show an alien.
Freak out.
Yeah, no. But what I'm saying is, like, forgetting the fact everyone already knows the alien got cut up. But I'm saying, do you think that they would show the footage of the alien getting cut up by ISIS?
I think they would show the footage in full graphic detail, but if someone said fuck, they'd bleep the word fuck.
Like one of the ISIS guys said, fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck, I cut the alien's head off. Yeah, but ISIS guy said, fuck, I just cut that alien's head off.
Yeah.
I think they'd put
they would show like the little like tubes spitting out of his neck and spewing blood everywhere, and then the guy would go,
the tubes.
You say,
Palmar, if you were down in like downtown LA, buying cool jewelry, you know, like Tomar likes to wear rings. You know, he's got like 30 rings on each hand. He's one of those guys.
What are you saying? I like to wear rings.
Let's say you're downtown LA doing your shopping for your expensive rings, your ring collection.
Yeah.
You're buying new rings for each finger. You know, you want to buy a new ring with a gold encrusted ring with an eyeball on it because you love it so much.
Ah, you took it.
And it's $14,000.
How fucking dare you?
But you realize you don't have the money for it.
So I don't have the money for it.
So you steal the gold ring with the eyeball on it, and a witch puts a curse on you. Long story short, though, you wake up in the world of ants, and it looks exactly like that, and you're that size. Would you like try to live in it, or would you just kill yourself? Like, how long do you really think you would live in this world? Would you try to make it work and try to fall in love with the ants? and other sort of insectoids, or would you just kill yourself immediately?
Would I try to fall in love with the ants?
Would you try to live amongst the ants?
Would I try to adapt to my newfound lifestyle, or would I?
Yeah, can somebody do fan art of Tomar as an ants character? I'd love to see, like, just because you in this world, you look like an ants character too. But so how long would you last? How long would you think you'd make it for?
I don't know. I think I would accept my lot in life. At least I still have my sentience, you know?
Yeah, you're self-aware. You can, like...
You look like early 2000s CG. Or is that late 90s? When was Ants?
Like mid to late 90s. It was like
99, wasn't it?
Yeah,
I think
there's
like a millennium split where it's just I would kill myself. If it was 1999, I'll kill myself. But if it's after 2000, maybe I can deal with it. Maybe I can find love in the ants.
Oh.
Yes!
Oh my god.
That felt so good.
Comer.
Oh, that
well done, dude.
You could have any ant you wanted if you played like that. If you
can have any ant you want. Any of them that call with you, they're all yours.
Look at that little guy cheer.
Man.
Holy shit.
Tomar, if I froze you in ice for 4,000 years and woke you up in the future and unleashed you into society and you went insane, would you blame me or would you blame yourself?
Or society.
Would you blame society?
In this hypothetical, like
all right,
Avatar: The Last Airbender situation.
4020. This is the new language we speak.
Everybody just sounds like Animal Crossing or
yeah, that's what life is like in the year 4000. You got a little preview there. So that's what life is like. Would you try to adapt to? Would you try to adapt? Can you like speed your voice up or like make it high pitched with the thing? What do you want to talk like?
Oh god.
Tomar, what would you do? What would you do, Tomar? What would you do to
What would I do to what?
Would you learn that language, or would you just kill yourself like in the ant scenario?
Did I even resolve the ant scenario?
No, you never gave an official statement.
I think you said I'd definitely kill myself. Were your exact words?
That's not what
you said. I could never love an ant. It's death for me.
I
really do feel like in that situation you would like if there was like 20 people surrounding you, like government officials being like, "Where'd you come from?" But they're all like,
you would go insane.
You would want to die.
You'd go insane. Chris, how sad would you be if you could look into an orb and see your death and you saw that your last moment alive was you looking at a picture of the Noid smiling? And he got the Noid smiling. The Noid, and he got shot in the back of the
I don't want to kill this guy.
And he got shot in the back of the head like American Beauty. And that was the last thing, like you were smiling at that picture and you died. Would you be sad about that?
I'd be just really mad about that.
Why?
Because that's such a shitty end. Like a nonsensical, doesn't mean anything.
Well, it's not even like you love the Noid or this is some alternate.
This is a Zach Hadel joke ending of my life.
No, it's not. Look, it's even sadder. It's even sicker and sadder than that because someone gifted you a picture of that as a joke.
Mm-hmm.
So it actually makes sense in reality. It's not like you're loving the Noid. Okay. You're like, oh, this is a silly gift from Lyle for my 50th birthday.
Yeah. Okay.
He gave you a picture of the Noid.
I'd just be mad that he would assume I was into the Noid after knowing me for so long.
Are you not?
That's Lyle's Luigi soda right there, that cat thing.
I thought that was the reason why you ordered Domino's all the time, is because you have fond memories of the Noid from childhood.
He wants the Noid to come and steal the pizza.
I forgot that he was even associated with Domino's.
Is that piece of shit's known for?
I always thought he was a McDonald's thing.
The Noid? Isn't he Domino's?
He is, you're right, but I'm just saying that he means so little to me that I forget.
Chris, if you could gain 26 points on your IQ, so you're like a genius basically, but you have to gain 4 inches of your head, like up, like lengthwise.
like Jimmy Neutron?
Sort of. It's like the top of your head is the same shape. It's just like longer. It's like a perfect tube.
The last thing I need is more like reasons to hate my head.
But listen.
Yeah.
You gain 26 points on your IQ.
Yeah.
You could really you become like a whiz at so many things.
I don't need to be a whiz at so many things.
But whatever whiz you're at now, you'd be a double whiz.
But the smarter you get, the more unhappy you get, because you realize how shit everything is.
That's true. But that's why you're smart, because you're smarter, so you can get better.
I don't want to be smart. I don't like being stupid. I like being dumb. I don't like being stupid. I like being common.
Also, 20 points isn't like it's a lot,
26.
but it's not. It's not that
Wait,
much.
the average IQ is what, like 100 or something?
Yeah.
90s late.
Isn't it done so that it is literally 100 is average?
I think so.
My IQ is like 700. I
mine's
checked.
Like, yeah, mine's like 790. Mine's like 701 or something.
You're just lying because I was just lying.
Oh yeah.
Mine is actually 17,000. So.
Yeah, it's funny because mine's actually like 50,000 and also 1, I think.
So you were lying both times.
No, just no. I was telling the truth the second time.
Well, I was lying the second time because mine's actually 50,000. So I guess you're actually really stupid compared to me.
But is yours 50,001? Well, what do you think of this bit?
It's pretty
it's
good.
Called Chris Has a Number and I Add 1 to it for 30 minutes. Well, how many Scooby snacks would you have to take to be a human toilet for a day?
A human toilet?
That's right. Imagine for a moment that your mouth is the size now.
Like that disgusting Sonic fan art?
Yeah, something like that. So
and not just in your own house, in Heathrow Airport.
No, you're in public. Dude. Yeah, you're in a public. No, there's one. You're the only toilet in the middle of like LAX.
Man, I don't know if there's any amount of money.
No, for 24 hours, only 24 hours.
Yeah, I would have to be able to pay for enough therapy to think that was like a bad dream I had or something. Like I would have to.
You could probably get hypnotized to think that.
There's probably some doctor in Russia or Singapore or something that will give you like a medical concussion that will make you forget something.
Huh.
If that exists, then mayhap I will consider this this horrid poo-poo idea.
I don't think it's that horrid. I think it's pretty fair trade-off.
It's kind of a normal situation.
Yeah. The old human toilet debacle.
If you were my human toilet, I'd make sure to shit in you only once a day.
And I'd pet you and I'd give you little pieces of carrot, little carrot.
I'd scratch your chin after every use.
Thanks.
Yeah, man. That's what brothers are for, man. Would you ever kiss a pinheaded beauty?
Like from the movie, the Pinheads?
No, like a
that's the
pinheaded.
Coneheads.
Yeah, like not a Dan Aykroyd Conehead, but a beautiful pinhead.
Yeah, why not? It'd be like kissing an alien.
What is she?
So you would kiss an alien?
Yeah.
I would not kiss an alien, dude.
If an alien looked beautiful, I'd kiss it.
I don't think there's any alien that would look beautiful, dude.
Have you never seen Star Trek?
Yeah, but those are just guys in suits. Well,
but what if an alien looked exactly like that?
I don't know. I don't know what the social repercussions of like kissing one would be.
If there was an alien that was literally just the lower half of a woman with like eyeballs on the tops of the legs.
Wait, a lower half of
you say like a vagina?
I mean, it's got the beautiful long legs, the vagina, the ass, but nothing above it. Just eyes.
With eyeballs? Human eyeballs?
Just like slug eyes coming out the top.
No, I couldn't look at that.
I mean, there would only be one set of lips to kiss, and I think we can all agree there that that's disgusting.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yuck central. I would never do that.
Okay, Zach, you're on your spaceship.
Yeah, zooming around at 50 miles an hour.
50 miles an hour, blasting through space.
Yeah, at 25 miles an hour.
You're dodging asteroids.
Yeah.
Suddenly, a small asteroid flies right into your steam engine.
Right.
And it explodes, and you start
my
spiraling.
sweet steampunk engine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it spirals out of control.
You got it from Dr. Linkara.
You crash land on Planet of the Babes.
I land on the steampunk planet.
Okay, that's better than Planet of the Babes.
Yeah.
Guess what you discover there?
Cosplay girls.
Cosplaying babes. Except they're all aliens. They just look like cosplaying babes.
Well, you tell me I land on a planetoid full of cosplaying steampunk babes. All right, what do I sign?
Wait, don't sign up yet. There's more to this.
What happens?
You step out of your ship. You're taking off your helmet.
And they say, "Would you like to meet our king?" And I say, "Your king?"
King of the babes.
And then what happens, Chris? Who's their king?
They lead you through a rainbow tunnel.
Yeah.
Across a river of kisses.
Yeah.
And you
now, do I get kissed in the tunnel of kisses, or is it just called that?
The liquid that you're sailing on is just kissing lips.
Okay.
And you can lean down and get a few kisses if you want.
I'd steal one or two, but not. I wouldn't go to greedy.
You wash up on the beach of 1,000 babes, and they're all lined up ready. But then who comes out of the sand?
Rosie O'Donnell.
Why not? It's the furthest thing from anything I was thinking
says,
of.
I want to show you something.
Wait, no, it's Rosie O'Donnell.
She pulls out her rotten tooth and hands it to me.
She also looks just like Turd from Tarzan. And okay, so you're at the planet of the
I pull out my
babes.
steampunk gun and say, "You got 3 seconds before I start blasting. Explain yourself."
Okay,
yeah.
She says, I'm the one who threw the asteroid up from the Earth like the things from Starship Troopers, the bugs.
I walk over to her and I put my hand near her and I say, "She's scared."
She's scared! Then all the babes start cheering and they come over. They start stabbing her with pencils.
Yeah, she gets stabbed about 1 billion times. She gets incinerated into a cloud of atoms in about 30 into a red mist.
And then you have 1,000 babes to fuck.
In my steampunk paradise.
But wait a second. There's a light switch in the ground. You accidentally step on it trying to fuck the babes. It turns off the simulation. They're all slug women.
I would come even harder.
Okay.
Just because I think if that happened, I think it'd already be so horny that it would make like it would form a new synapse. You know what I mean?
So
that's
horny.
like that's like when you're a little kid and you like see Crystal the Fox and you come the same second.
Oh, we know what sets you off now. Okay, wait, Lyle, you go to the pet store. You walk in, your big floppy clown feet pounding off the floor.
Yeah.
Causing nearby earthquakes.
Your big elephant ears are flopping around too.
Yeah.
You walk up to the counter.
You blow water out of your elephant trunk.
Yeah.
The guy blushes.
The guy blushes. He says, "Sir, I couldn't help but notice you seem like you want a new pet."
Right.
And he says, "Can I interest you in this beautiful southwestern ratigans?"
A what?
It's like a little rat, but he's got like little floppy feet and big ears just like you.
And he's got your eyes as well.
It's a grim reflection of the self, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it fucking manifests itself as whatever owner it owns.
So it looks like me with the floppy ears and everything.
It's
because,
got your eyeballs.
Yeah, and my eyeballs.
It's got your eyeballs,
and the guy says, "This is the coolest trick of the wall," and he holds it up to your ear and he goes,
yeah, it whispers in your ear. You can't understand it, but it's cool that it's doing that.
Yeah.
Lyle, do you buy it?
After it whispers in my ear, do I feel suggested towards certain actions, or am I just normal?
You feel like a very, very brief spike in panic.
Oh.
In fear, but that's it. It subsides very quickly.
I mean, are they easy to take care of? Are they a lot of work?
It's like a normal rat.
It also, but you need to massage its heart for 4 hours a day to keep it alive.
With little earbuds,
Yeah.
little cotton, you know, those things that clean out your ears. What are those called?
Q-tips?
Q-tips,
yeah.
You gotta massage this little heart.
I mean, I presumably got to do this because I have to do that for myself anyway.
You have to replace its pacemaker 4 times a day also.
4 times a day? Okay, Lyle, you bring it home, you put it on your mantle in its nice little cage.
It falls off and has a heart attack.
No, rewind. He's back to normal. Lyle, you go to bed, you start dreaming about the rat because you're so excited for your future with it. You wake up the next day, you go into the rat. What is the rat doing, Lyle? He's sitting at his little desk, looking at CP.
I would get up to my webcam and go, FBI guy, you gotta listen to me. It wasn't me. It was the rat. It was the rat. I take it back to the pet store, and the pet store is just empty.
And
There's
out
nothing.
of the FBI guy's pocket comes his own Colombian rat again, and he says,
The pet store is missing, like in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory when Charlie's dad moves up the hill in his house. Well, Lyle, sorry that story took such a dark turn.
Yeah, that's fucked, man.
You went to jail and you committed suicide with a piece of tissue.
That ratigan had 4 of its vertebrae broken from a apparent hanging.
Good, it fucking deserves it.
But we don't know.
It set me up.
That ratigan was put on suicide watch and nobody checked on it for 12 hours. What would you do if you pulled out your fucking girthy penis and you're gonna go pee with it, right?
Mm-hmm.
You looked down and you saw a little eyeball blink and you went, oh, like inside your penis hole. You went, oh, what is that? And you looked inside and it wasn't there anymore.
That's just me assuming that I'm going crazy.
Yeah, but no, it's definitely an eyeball.
What does it see?
Oh, look, we're in a new world. What's the worst thing Homer Simpson could say, oh, to?
Shouldn't say it on the channel.
Not the too edgy. I'm just saying. What do you think?
Well, you just asked what the worst one would be. There's lots that we probably couldn't belt off right
what's
now.
What's the worst that could feasibly happen in the show?
What, like PG-13? What the worst could be?
God damn it!
No, like not PG-13, but like.
Well, that's what The Simpsons is.
So
The Simpsons is made
I don't know
up.
what episode Homer says the word bullshit.
Does he?
Does he?
Oh, he doesn't.
He
You
does.
fucking liar.
He does. I know that's fucking real. That's
Liar.
real.
What would you do if you gave the 7-Eleven man your credit card and then when he was done with the transaction, you were like, "Can I have my card back?" He went, "Mine."
No. He went, no.
Mine.
What would you do if he didn't put it in the machine? He just stuck it in his pocket, and then the machine lit up, and then he gave it back to you.
That would be fucking
what
weird.
Did you say, "Can I have my card back?" And he went, "Not yet." And he took a pair of scissors and he cut his. He cut the card into the shape of his face.
I would actually, I would be like, wow, this
Would you keep the card?
This is so ridiculous that I'm actually kind of.
You kind of like it?
I kind of like it because it's a story to tell your grandkids.
You can easily get it replaced. You can go to Wells Fargo and just get a new card and just explain. Who do you think would win in a fist fight, like a street brawl, Mario or Jeff Foxworthy? Mario's
Jeff
20
Foxworthy? Yeah, Mario's just by virtue of being like 24.
You think his 24-year-old bones could swiftly hit the temple of Jeff Foxworthy, age 58? Quickly?
Yeah, and Jeff Foxworthy would be like, "In the prime of my life, I would have taken you for a whirl, Mario,
I
but
would have dragged you behind my
Oh my
pickup."
God.
You
Chris,
did not survive.
Your great uncle Mogilla
Mogilla,
he dies at age 107.
Yeah.
And
That's the whole scenario.
He leaves,
Good night.
Yeah, that's it. He leaves with you a small wooden box. It says, "Do not open until you reach the age of 50."
50.
But you hear a weird sound coming from within the wooden box, and there's strange Pizzagate carvings inside the box.
Yeah.
What do you do?
I feel like at that point I might open it just to see what's inside. Like, what's Mogilla gonna do? He's dead, right?
Yes, but he says, "I have instructed my 17 children to watch after you and make sure you do not open."
I hate Mogilla. I don't give a shit what he does.
Yes, Mogilla.
Mogilla has never been nice to any of me or my family, so.
No, but he used to carry on a 7-foot-long knife to harass people. So, do you open the little sarcophagus?
Yeah, I think so. Why not?
Inside, you see a little mummy.
Yeah.
Only of 6 inches tall.
Is he Mogilla's?
He's smiling. No, it's not Mogilla, but it could be anything. It looks alien.
It's always alien,
No, but it's not. I'm not saying it is. I'm saying it looks alien to you.
Okay.
Do you fucking? What do you do? Do you eat it? Do you send it? do you send it to NASA? What do you do?
I take a picture of it and put it on Instagram.
His little eyes open. And he goes, "Ah!" And he grabs your phone and says, "Don't take that." And he goes back in the sarcophagus and holds your phone like a mummy.
and I can't get it out of his kung fu grip.
No, he's smiling and he's holding onto it really tight.
I'd stand across the room with a camera and take another picture.
He screams again and flies across the room and he grabs it.
I don't like this thing. I would probably call the news at that point.
He flies across and kills her with the news.
This guy's he's gonna keep doing this.
He's
gonna
just
keep
capable
doing
of
this.
anything as long as it
Yes, it's
protects
a
his
little
secret.
critter. His name was Little Critter.
Little Critter is his name.
Does he tell you this, or do you just infer it?
My Uncle Mowgli, or whatever the fuck his name, left me Little Critter.
He motions over to you. You say what? He goes, and he tells you. He says, "My name is Little Critter," and he goes back to sleep smiling. He closes his eyes again.
I hate this. I hate that I can't do anything. He'll fly across the room shrieking like a banshee and grab whatever I'm doing.
Hey, here's a question: If you guys could eat a little 7-inch long brown capsule,
Yeah.
but this little capsule made you have you weren't horny for like a month, would you do it?
Yeah, why not?
I would totally do it.
Why would that? That's not a negative at all.
No, that's what I'm saying. No, I'm telling you, if you get so much work done, you'd be fucking.
Wait, what are you talking about? A 7-inch capsule?
No, a 7-inch brown capsule. You eat it, and you don't get a boner. You don't get horny.
How do you fucking swallow a 7-inch capsule?
You put it in your mouth, and you have Gatorade to wash it down. But then after that, you don't feel horny for a whole month.
Yeah, I'd do that.
I would totally do that. What would you do if the Star Trek in a new video ate a fistful of maggots just like to show how crazy he was?
I'd
He said,
respect
"This
him.
movie's so bad," and he pulled in a bunch of maggots and started biting into him.
That would be fucked up.
He just has he has like a
that'd be
jar.
really funny.
He
He's
has
got
a jar of
maggots.
bot flies that he
Yeah.
just.
It was fucking disgusting. What would you guys do if you looked at the moon and a la Majora's Mask, the Zelda game, you saw a big human head in the sky?
I'd like it. If it was a big bald human head, I'd like it. If it had like shaggy hair, I'd hate it.
That is really the line.
It's shaggy hair and a big like gross beard.
Yeah, no, you can't have that.
If you had
It's
like a
gotta be
peanut
nice
butter
and
gamer
smooth.
beard, I'd fucking shoot a nuclear missile into it.
Oh my! Sorry, peanut butter gamers calling me. You heard that? Chris, what'd you do if you had like a 110-year-old grandfather and he told you, he smiled at you and said, "Let's go on a Jello venture," and he died. Those were his last words. What would you do?
I'd be like, that's kind of funny.
But would you? Whoa.
Not that he died.
Well, of course you would XD at that part, but would you try to decipher what he said?
Let's go on a Jello adventure.
I think anyone would.
No, he says Jello venture.
Literally anyone would assume that it was just the crazy last words of a demented old fool.
No, but he winked at you. You know he was not insane.
Yeah, what if he didn't die? What if he just fucking like faded from reality?
He turned into
like a Star Wars ghost.
He split in half at the waist.
I don't want him to do that.
Was it the movie Hannibal where he takes the guy's head off and eats his brain?
Yeah, that's scary.
Yeah.
So imagine that happens, right? There's a big like bunch of metal claws up right above your head, right? You're playing a cool VR game, but every time you die in the game, it stabs your brain, takes a little piece off. But it's like the best experience ever. Would you do it once?
Oh yeah, I'd do it once.
Would you do it, Chris?
Eat my own brain?
No. The top of your brain's taken off like the movie Hannibal, right?
Yeah.
But there's a couple metal claws above your open head. You can't feel it. You don't feel weird. It's fine.
Yeah.
But
So wait, how severe brain damage does it give you?
So, which is what we talk. Yeah, basically, every time you die in the game, it's like VR, right? You have a little VR headset. It's the best gaming experience you'll ever have in your life. But every time you die in the game, the little metal claws will poke your brain.
I would never do that.
Take a little piece off, but it's the best experience ever.
I don't care. I would not do that.
When you say it's the best experience ever,
you could say that about drugs.
Wait,
That's the same thing.
Wait. I have a really relevant question.
Oh, you do
to this.
meth. It's like the best feeling ever.
No,
but it
I have
makes
a
you
really
slightly...
relevant question to this.
What?
What is your perception of time in the game?
What do you mean?
What is your perception of time in the game? Am I living a whole entire lifetime in exchange for like a little piece of my brain, or am I like?
No, it's a regular video game.
So, an hour in the game is an hour in real life.
Yeah, exactly.
That sucks, dude. No.
Yeah, that kind of sucks.
No, but it's the best gaming experience ever.
This is the same as heroin and meth.
No, it's not though.
It is.
How many gaming experiences do you have on heroin?
I'm saying it's the same thing. It's the best feeling in the world, but it makes you more dead and retarded. It's the same
but it's
shit.
just it's like an atom of your brain gets peeled off.
An atom?
Okay.
That's like drinking a beer.
An atom is nothing.
Okay,
dude.
fine.
That's like drinking a beer. I'd do it.
It's a grain of sand. So it's like 10,000 neurons.
That's pretty fucking
It's like
bad.
10,000 neurons. One little neural connection.
I wouldn't want to do that once. I wouldn't do that.
But it's only when you die, by the way. It's only when you die in the game. So if you're really good,
I'd do it once.
They could add parts to your brain too if you're good at the game.
I wouldn't do it, mate. I wouldn't do it. Not for $1 million nonces in the world.
Lyle, what do you think would happen to your career if you made a new video called Over 9000? Just put it on your channel, like made a video about that.
I think people would ask what year I think it is. They'd probably be like, "Did you have like a stroke or something?" and like forget.
Like if you made a video that came across as really just earnest and like genuine, like you weren't trying to make fun of it, you were really trying to capitalize on it.
Did I ever tell you? Oh wait, sorry. What were you talking about?
That's all it is. I said, what do you think would happen if Lyle made an Over 9000 video like tomorrow?
I mean, what would happen if you? What would happen if any of us did?
I think everyone would just unfollow us and just not care about our opinions anymore.
No, that's single you out. I'm just asking hypothetically if you, in theory, just in general, the sort of ambiguous, the metaphorical you, Lyle.
I think people would like legitimately like wonder what was up because that'd be like so weird and out of character to just make an Over 9000 video.
It's Over 9000, but it's you instead, and then you sell like an Over 9000 shirt at the end of the video.
I'd buy it. I'd also give you huge props for being so brave to do that.
That would be really fun. That'd be probably the bravest thing you could do.
Make an Over 9000 video.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck coming at about.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Are you gonna leave that in?
No,
probably cut that out.
Let jaw drop. That actually shocked me. Imagine if your wife of 90 years looked at you and said, "Sweetie, you have gobbo breath."
I'd probably brush my teeth. What are you fucking?
Gobble
Marriage
breath.
is compromises,
Your
Zach.
99-year-old wife after fucking 92 years of marriage.
Yeah, you know, at that point you might as well just be like, "Well, your tits sag."
No, Croc. Why?
You might as well say she's got gobbo tits.
You could.
You got gobbo tits.
Bitch got gobbo tits.
To be fair, they are nice and spherical, so she might take that as a compliment. She knows they're hairy.
Lyle, here's a little sketch right now. You're breaking it to a gal that she's got quote unquote gobbo tits.
Breaking into a girl?
I'm telling her.
He's breaking it to her.
I'm breaking it to her.
Yeah.
You said you're breaking into her, like you're breaking her in, like
you're breaking her
not a
like a new car.
So I'm breaking them in, just fucking like I'm gonna shave up them gobbo tits. What do you do to gobbos? I'm gonna collect 96 of them gobbo
You're gonna
tits.
free your gobbo-titted girlfriend from a cage.
Her bra is just like 2 fucking big metal
you know- you know-
cages
you know- you know-
with
you know how Jimmy-
golden padlocks, and I take out my 2 silver keys.
You know,
and-
I have an idea. You know how Jimmy Kimmel does like the tell your little children.
That there's a burglar in the house with a knife.
Yeah, he's gonna fucking cut their little necks in half.
Yeah.
No, but you know they do like the Halloween things where it's like tell your kids you ate all their candy and record them. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
Guys, can everybody please, can all the guys out there please record their girlfriends of you saying they have gobbo tits and then reacting and upload it? What should they call it when they upload the video?
Gobbo tits.
Hashtag gobbo tits.
Yeah, gobbo tits.
Hashtag gobbo tits.
Yeah, we'll put it in the next video when we remember it. Go up to your girlfriend seriously.
You guys are gonna cause
Try
one
not to
breakup.
laugh. Try to be serious.
Don't be funny. Just like be really serious. Say I'm not trying to be like. Do a little hidden camera too, so they don't see it.
Yeah, be like, I'm not trying to be mean, but honey, I think you might want to.
I've noticed you have gobbo tits.
You've got little slight gobbo tits on you.
See, slight gobbo tits. Got 50% gobbo tits. Okay. I have a scenario.
Yeah. Okay.
You're running as fast as you can through the woods to see how fast you can run.
Yeah.
You think in your head, I'm faster than Sonic the Hedgehog. This is fucking amazing. And you stop in the middle of the woods at a giant opening in the middle of the woods.
Yeah.
And there you see a hole.
Yeah.
And you run over the hole and you look down the hole, and you see Sasquatch looking up smiling.
Yeah.
And 2 hands are closed, and he says, "Red pill or blue pill?" And he holds his hands out.
Red pill me, baby.
Is that what you say?
Fuck yeah,
Chris,
dude.
what's your answer?
I don't want to get blue pilled by Sasquatch.
No, he's just
Hey, he's probably trying to date rape me, dude.
His claws, his hands are just closed.
He's down a hole.
Like a 2 foot. It's like not that deep, but it's a hole.
He's got that
He's standing in a 2-foot hole, and he's 6'8".
Yeah.
So he's the same size as you. He's just standing in
basically
a
like
shallow hole.
He's 6'8".
Exactly. And he says, "Red pill or
It's
blue
up to
pill?"
his ankles.
So if I take the blue pill, what happens? Does he open up the hole and go further down?
You have to say red pill or blue pill.
Okay, I say red pill. He opens the hole. I go down with him.
No. He opens his hand and he eats it.
But what?
And then he waves. He goes, "Bye bye."
That's the red pill.
Yeah, he goes, "Bye bye."
So okay, can the blue pill be?
Bye, get out of here. I don't want.
I want the blue pill to be that he steps out of the hole and cracks his knuckles and beats me up.
Why? Why do you want that?
Because the blue pill is bad and the red pill is good.
Is it?
Isn't it? I don't know. Isn't that the whole point of the
Chris,
Matrix?
Chris, you say blue pill. He goes, "Watch this." And he pulls a snake out of the hole and he swings it as hard as he can. And he smashes it against the side of the hole.
Why
and
is he
dies.
from fucking Cameroon or some African country?
Cameroon.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
He kills a snake in front of you and he smiles and he says, "You want?"
I'd be like,
"You want snake?"
I guess this is your circle of life thing going on here. I guess this is okay.
And then he looks at you and his mouth opens and his eyes bulge. He says, "You can talk." He digs as deep as he can go. He digs a tunnel to.
I thought you meant he digs his thumbs into my eyes as deep as they go.
He sticks his thumbs through your head.
I'd laugh.
I'd be like, ow.
What?
Bigfoot, why?
He digs as hard as fast as he can. He digs like in 1 second. He digs 1,000,000 feet in the earth, and he buries it back up. And I walk and says, "What was that? What happened, Chris? What are you doing in this clearing?" There's no evidence of Sasquatch. He dug and buried himself.
What am I gonna say, Zach? I swear to God, he dug and he buried himself right here.
Who did? What happened?
It was Sasquatch. I ran into the real Sasquatch.
Okay. Wait. Back up a second. Sasquatch.
His hands were like spades, and he dug into the ground, and he covered himself up from inside like fucking, like Santa Claus in Ed's World.
That's fucking
Here's
surreal.
the
That's not.
scenario.
Yeah.
It's a little bit different. It's the same. Listen. Okay,
What is
so
it?
then the person's like, "You're crazy, man. I don't believe that you saw Sasquatch dig," and they run away like Sonic the Hedgehog do. But then a female Sasquatch comes out of the clearing.
Gross.
Does she have big hairy tits?
It looks identical, but you know it's a female Sasquatch.
That's what she sounds
And
like.
she's wearing spectacles, and she says, "A Sasquatch with spectacles. Have you ever seen such a thing?"
Have you ever seen it?
What's the right answer? What do you say?
I'd say no.
What, you're gonna insult a Sasquatch? She's gonna kill you.
I would say that fucking sucks to remove those. You're a Sasquatch.
What would you do if you woke up of your wife of 7 years in bed and you found out she was a Sasquatch and she was blinking her big
I thought you were gonna
eyelashes?
say you're being cucked by a Sasquatch.
Hey, what?
How has she been hiding this? You can see from the proportions
She
of
was
their,
wearing
like-
makeup.
Okay, that's fair. I would say
She's wearing a beautiful little pink dress.
I guess I would just try to shoo her out of my house.
What if she says, "I thought you loved my hot pigtails. You said you always cover with my pigtails every day." Is
I'd
that
be
not
like,
for
"Are
nothing?"
you a smart Sasquatch?"
Yes, yes. We're trying to. I've been saying.
I'd say, how many others of you are smart?
My first name is Sasquatch. My last name is Squatch. I thought you knew.
Sounds a Squatch.
If your beautiful wife of 95 years was killed by skeleton archers, would you cry at IRL?
Yeah.
Tor, what'd you do if Jaxie went on a long trip? She's a long trip, and she came back, and you hadn't seen her in so long, and she looked so beautiful to you that your jaw fell like a cartoon, but it stayed there, and you now had to you had to go to the hospital and get surgery.
Get my jaw resized
Yeah,
to fit
yeah.
my face.
Do you think that would make you feel crazy if nobody believed you on how your jaw got like that?
Yeah, that would be really frustrating.
You would your eyes puffed out, your jaw fell down, and then it stayed like that, and you had to get surgery.
I feel embarrassed trying to explain to people how that happened. Yeah, I saw my wife. She's
You'd
beautiful.
Have big stitches on your jaw for the rest of your life.
No, but wouldn't that be such an annoying story? And my jaw literally dropped. No, seriously, literally, it dropped.
Okay, yeah,
That is
what
such an
really
annoying
happened?
story.
Yeah, what really happened?
I wouldn't even tell it to anybody.
You say you got a car accident or something, or somebody beat you at a bar or something. Tomar, if Jared Fogle came up to you, escape prison, and said, "Tomar, I want you to be my right hand man."
He said, "Please, Tomar,
he said, please, Tomar, please, would you do it?"
Call the police immediately. I think they're going to call the FBI.
He flew in on a glider though and said, "Are you in or are you out, Tomar?"
You're the one who's out, Fogel.
I would have my phone.
You're the one who's out, Fogel. Out of your mind.
I
will
would definitely
never do
alert the FBI.
FBI, Jared Fogel flew in on a glider and tried to get me to join his organization.
You sure did.
Tomar, how much convincing would it take for Chris and I to convince you to put in your Twitter bio, amongst your many
Look
things,
at all those weapons.
Creator of TomarTopia.com.
Wait, does this even have silence guns?
Ignored.
Creator of TomarTopia.com.
Your bio says all your accomplishments, right? It's like voice actor, it's like that sort of thing, right?
You replace all of that with just creator of Tomartopia.
Or you can do voice actor, father, creator of TomarTopia.com.
I'm not a father.
No, you say proud cat dad.
Yeah. You say.
I'm definitely not saying that.
Professional voice actor, happy father of 6. Creator of TomarTopia.org. Tomar, if you had the ability to extend your finger a foot long, and then you could stick it in someone's ear and control their brain, would you ever use that power?
Yeah, come on, be fucking honest.
But it took 12 seconds. No, it took 1 minute to extend the finger properly. So it's not like it's instantaneous.
Could I warm up the finger before I approach the person and then catch them off guard?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can walk up to somebody when your finger's already extended. Yeah, but
you just be like, But
the trick is now.
I'd use it as a distraction. I'd be like, this weird thing's happening with my finger. Look at this, and then they look down.
Watch it for 1 minute, extend to be a foot long.
They look down. I'm like, can you believe what you're seeing? And then I just stick it in their ear.
And what would you do to control their brain? What would you make do with their thoughts? See, you didn't fucking think that far, did you?
No.
You got so high on the thought of controlling someone's brain with your finger.
Oh god. I didn't even consider.
Tomar, how pissed off would you be if you found a tick on you that was 1 foot by 1 foot?
How would you find a tick on me? Like
in the shower.
How would I not have noticed that?
That would be really scary if you slept on your front and then you just woke up one day and didn't even notice it was still attached.
Yeah, you put your shirt on and didn't even see it.
You're like, why does my hunch feel so big today?
Why is my humpback extra itchy today? How much worse do you think your life would be if everything was the exact same but you just had a humpback?
It'd be 10% worse.
Tomar, would you still love me if I gained 400 pounds?
I don't know. I mean, probably.
I don't know. That's seriously the hottest fucking voice you could do. Tomar, what would you do if you bumped into Jaxie and she hit her head and she talked exactly like this for the rest of her life?
I don't know, man.
Would you feel guilty?
Tomar, I love you very much.
Tomar, you are my brother.
No. That's no good.
Take this.
Tomar, listen to Zach right now.
Tomar, this is a great thing.
Okay.
You like this.
Yeah?
Tomar, what would you do if you had, you woke up, Jaxie's out of town, you're alone, you're in your man cave as you call it. You have Mountain Dew, you have Mountain Dew, you have Halo, you have the whole gamer, you have the whole man cave deal.
Yeah, my 2 favorite things. Yeah,
Mountain
sure.
Dew and Halo, you literally go oh. But you wake up and a gray alien is really smiling, kissing the tip of your penis, and it feels so good. What would you do? It's going, hey there, sleepyhead. Just kissing the head of your penis.
Oh, that's what help.
Hello, sleepyhead. Like I tell you, are you? Like I tell your wife, are you?
don't like its voice. Oh.
I definitely wouldn't tell my wife.
Come on, what would you do if a guy that was 3 feet tall ran up to you and started untwisting the back of your head with an Allen wrench, like open the back of your head?
Yeah, that's
How could a 3 foot tall man reach the back of my head?
He brought a little stepladder with him.
Oh God!
And he was on a mission to unscrew the back of your head.
I just hear coming down the hall. Then I hear as he places this stepladder and like sets it up behind
you
me.
touch the back of your head, you feel wires and buttons and shit.
Here we go.
Are
we ready?
Am I paralyzed? I can't move.
You can move. Yeah, you just runs away. You scare him off.
Okay. That's the end of the story.
You
I guess.
you flip around and kick him as hard as you can. The side of your head, you kill him. Tomorrow, what would you do if Jaxie smiled like a DreamWorks character and then never stopped doing it? Like she permanently had her
she
face.
just always had like a smirk with an eyebrow up.
Yeah, but she got like plastic surgery to always look like that.
I don't know.
And then she got plastic surgery to have the body of a bee from Bee Movie.
And she had the plastic surgery to get the head from the fish head from Will Smith from that movie, Shark Tale.
From Shark Tale.
Yeah.
And she also had plastic surgery to have the ears of Shrek.
And the hands of salad fingers.
She drew all over
He's not
the
DreamWorks.
fucking wall.
But I'll let it slide.
Tomar, if you had a beautiful baby with Jaxie, gosh forbid.
Gosh forbid.
And it literally went, I want milk, daddy, I want milk, daddy. What would you do? Would you give it up for adoption?
Not just from that one incident.
What if it like?
But if this was a recurring thing, I don't know.
But what if he also had a weird thing where he had to unscrew every screw he found, and he like carried a really advanced like screwdriver with him? So everything in the house, all the computers, the TVs were unscrewed.
Wait, what did you say?
I spent an entire episode talking about how I would keep a homunculus and like that I fathered, so I feel like I'd still have to keep this.
If you had a child that
terrifying
unscrewed,
child.
But Tomar, you're whatever.
I'd live in hell, I guess.
But
That's
Tomar,
what I would do.
you're what the web calls like
you're
a
going to Japan.
tech wizard.
It's England's Europe.
England. I saw the red circle and assumed it was Japan.
Tomar, yes or no? You are a tech wizard who basically loves gizmos, gadgets, and fun puzzle games. You love tinkering with gizmos. Am I wrong or am I fucking right, Tomar? Tomar, here's an idea. Here's a scenario. You're on your cool tool shed. You're hacking away, building a sweet diamond pickaxe, and as you're cutting, you close your eyes and you go raw, and you open your eyes, and you see you've cut your landlord's head off. Actually, no, wait.
Whoa, no!
Look, Tomar, here's a better scenario.
That's fucked.
You're in your man cave, cutting up a sweet diamond pickaxe to show off at the new con, at Minecon, right? And you swing your fucking machete behind you, and you go, because you're about to make a big swing to make it finally. And then you hear chink behind you, and you go, what the you say, the fuck? And you look behind you, and you see your landlord there with his eyes open and his mouth open, and he sits there for 1 second, and then he slowly slides in half. You cut him in half, and you realize, what do you do?
Why?
Do you understand what I'm fucking saying, Tomar?
My landlord is a lady.
Yeah, you cut that old witch in half. You cut that old demon right in half.
This is all by accident?
Yeah, you like in movies when somebody gets like sliced into cubes and they stay there in place for a second and then they fall into cubes?
That happened in one movie. That was Resident Evil.
No, it also happened in the movie Cube, I think.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen the movie Cube.
It's just about people turning into cubes. So
no, it is. Is that really what it's?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're voxel people.
Yeah. So you turn your landlord into a cube. What happens next, Tomar?
I turn my landlord into a cube.
Yeah, it's a really sickening thought. I know.
It's disgusting.
I'll give you 3 options like it's a video game, right? Option A, eat the cube. Out of curiosity, because you're like stressed out. You're thinking pure fight or flight. You've already
maybe I just take the cube, hoping maybe it can be reconstituted in some way.
Like Full Metal Alchemist style, you're gonna try to build a little device to bring it back, like a little spell.
Yeah, I'm gonna do like a little
it's a
spell.
Pentagon, dude.
Yeah. Chris, what would you do if you're inside of like a 7-Eleven?
Yeah.
And like an old gypsy asks you for like $50.
Yeah.
What do you say?
No, I don't.
Give me $50.
No, go work for it, you old hag.
Alright, so she sticks her finger out, and it gets super duper long, like in Terminator 2 when his finger gets bigger.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And her long finger like touches your eye.
Yeah.
And your head immediately shrinks by like 60%, but it's the exact same shape and everything.
Yeah.
Would you kill yourself? Like you can't undo it. Like there's no surgery or anything.
She makes my finger really long.
No, her finger gets really long. Touch it like in Terminator 2, like the T-1000.
Yeah.
She touches you, and your head is 60% smaller than it is right now, but it's the exact same shape and everything.
That's very scary.
Yeah, but would you like kill your like? What would you do? Would you consider killing yourself, or would you just like?
I consider it. I would, yeah.
This feels a lot like your other hypotheticals.
That would be horrible. I would. You fucking asshole!
If she totally deformed your face like a raisin, you could justifiably be like, okay, I'm so fucking deformed that like somebody could think I'm burned or something. But if she shrinks your head perfectly, people are gonna look at you and go, oh man, he's like almost normal.
Yeah,
I think that's the worst thing of all.
That's
Like,
even
people,
worse, yeah.
Yeah, I hate when I see like somebody who's really like deformed. Like, man, if you like did like 15% of something different, like you could be like, you know what I mean? Like you're right on the edge.
Yeah.
I think that's the worst kind of deformity. I wondered if you had a perfect son, but he went, oh, and he choked on his tongue all the time.
Doesn't sound perfect.
Yeah, what if he had a big swollen brain? He could like solve a Rubik's Cube with his brain.
He doesn't sound right. Tomar.
Yes?
Would you get mad if you were playing a horror game, and then suddenly at the end of the horror game, there's a perfect 3D scan of you walking around, but you found out it happened because you left your webcam on and they were scanning you the whole time?
And it was like, it was like you could tell it was badly kind of like cropped out. It was obviously you like walking around your kitchen like putting dishes away. But you could tell they cropped it and put stuff in your hands. Like
There's gotta be something else here,
like
right?
a big hatchet.
Tomer, would you be mad?
I think I'd be pretty upset. I'd be like...
But they're like, that's the point.
Yeah,
it's scary.
But what if it was like in the background? It wasn't even the foreground. Like it was in the background on the TV. And it said "rapist found." And it was like video of you, like cropped out of like you walking out your kitchen.
Yeah. You guys.
Tora, what do? Your beautiful wife of 17 years starts walking like Tommy Pickles out of nowhere.
like really pigeon-toed?
Yeah, it starts wearing a diaper.
It starts wearing a diaper?
Yeah. Yeah, what do you do?
Aww. I don't like that.
Just walk towards him.
I guess the natural reaction would be to put on some like tight little leggings and dress up like Angelica.
That's what you would do?
And bully her. Isn't that what you would do?
You would harass her with you'd cosplay.
Oh.
You'd be a cosplay girlfriend at that point.
Yeah. Sorry, I suck at hypotheticals, Zach.
Tomer, that's you after you accept the Pizzagate symbol and you're busted by the alt-right. Tomar, you were gonna take a big fucking, let's say you had Taco Bell and you had to take a big fucking disgusting shit, and then you went to your toilet and you saw a disgusting serpent in your toilet. Would you grab it by the neck and smash it against this toilet bowl? Or B, what else would you do?
If I saw a serpent in my toilet, would I grab it by the neck? No.
That's correct.
I would run. I would shut the door to my bathroom.
Would you actually run from a snake in your toilet?
Yes!
Why?
Because I'd assume someone was trying to murder me.
But Tomar, what if you looked at it?
I would check the rest of the house immediately after.
But what did you think to look
or
at
I would
it and
leave
smile?
the house.
What did you think to smile and look at it and go da 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 da? And what if it started dancing to you?
No.
Da 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 do do do.
I wouldn't interpret it as dance. I would just assume that it was getting ready to strike.
It's gonna bite you because you're singing a little song to it.
I wouldn't sing the song to it.
I think you would. I think you go body do gotti puppet.
There's a place in France.
What if 15 rabbis came in and started singing to it and said, Tomar, you know what you must do. Babidi ba ba.
Oh fuck.
Tomar, your beautiful wife Jaxie eats a nasty old egg. It's really expired.
Yeah.
And her hand begins to turn into your hand. What do you do, Tomar?
Ow! Starts to get a little eggy looking.
Yeah. So what do you do?
Her hand has a yellow subsurface texture to it.
You wake up and this guy is beating Jackson with his big club.
He's beating her yolk into mush.
He's got that big horrible club and he's fucking hitting her in the head.
What do I do?
Yeah, do you open your safe and get your fucking gigantic like shotgun out?
I guess I would. I would get my gun out.
Jesus.
Oh god.
You say if a giant blue fucking crocodile from Donkey Kong was beating your wife in the fucking brain with a club.
I'd do whatever I could to stop him, yes.
How many hits to the head do you think it would take to cause like brain damage?
It would kill her instantly. It's got nails in it.
Come on, what do you do?
Oh, it does say it's permanent.
An old hag, an old fucking witch, gives you an envelope.
Yeah, Tomer. Yeah.
And then she runs away cackling like with
like what would my very next action be after that?
But
oh,
wait,
sorry.
There's more to this. Don't worry. I know you want to open that. You want to tear that envelope open.
I'm a little eager.
You open it up and you find a paper clip in the very Pizzagate symbol. What do you do, Tomar?
What's the Pizzagate symbol look
The
like?
pedophile. It's the national pedophile.
I just want to know, just for
It's the common ping
for a
pong
friend.
pizza symbol.
Yeah, it looks like the logo from Heart of Darkness. Remember?
Yeah, it is.
All right.
So what do you do with that?
So I've just opened an envelope, and
what the fuck?
What is that?
Tomer, what would you do if you were playing a sweet fucking new video game? It was like Saints Row 3, your favorite game.
Yeah, you stupid asshole. What would you do?
No, it gets better. You make your character. You get your juice. You got your cat ear headphones on. You got a big smile on.
Your beard is
My
newly trimmed.
my cat ear headphones.
Yeah,
Okay.
you have a big one up
It's an
Mario
important
mushroom
detail.
shirt.
He's got a little plushy Mario poison mushroom.
I'm in my
Yeah.
I'm in my gamer form. I get it. All
You're the
right.
element.
I'm
and,
pure gamer.
You're all smiles, and you get up to play the game. There's a Jewish star patch on your character's shirt. You're like, what? I didn't put that there. Like it's really just offensive. It makes you sick to your stomach.
But I can't help but wonder, like that. That's not a feature in the game.
Yeah, so you delete your file, you make a new file. And you're like, all right. You eat a couple Doritos while you're waiting for the game to boot up again. You know, you're all gamed up, and yet again you make it, and same thing.
Still got that. Still the little Uden star.
Yeah. You yellow star. Little patch. What do you do?
Starting to get a little creepy. I obviously I call the ADL so they can.
You fucking tattletale.
The Anti-Defamation League will hear about this.
Over Saints Row 3 pretty little star. Oh.
Whoa, nearly. I have a feeling that's the kid from Limbo, because he's flat and against the wall.
What do you think the least Trump could do to collapse the stock market would be?
This.
This.
Like if Trump if Trump just started wearing pigtails, for example, like something that would make you seem like he's insane, but like the least he could do, you know what I mean?
What if he uploaded this literal footage right here to his Twitter? It's a 5-second clip.
Dude, it would cause chaos. If you just tweeted the word war, that would cause so much instant.
If he tweeted the word war and this jittery like fear clip, I would love that.
Tomer, what would you do if your boss called you into his office? He said, "Tomer!" And you walked into his office.
Yeah, what would you do?
And his mouth was twice as big as normal. That was the only difference.
They're shooting me.
I guess I'd start questioning whether I was dreaming. I don't know what else. What other information could I glean from that?
Yeah, when he takes out an apple, he eats it one bite. He pulls up the stem and puts it on his desk. He says, "Tomar, are you afraid? Do you have fear in your life, Tomar?"
A little.
He says, "Tomar, are you a risk taker?" And he eats a pear whole.
Not especially.
Okay, that'll be all, Tomar. Thank you very much. Would you ever tell anybody about that if that happened?
I think I'd tell my wife. I think I'd tell Jaxie.
You think you tell her?
I'd tell her, yeah. I mean, if anything really weird happened, even
you would tell your wife your boss's mouth was twice the size that day?
I would.
Well,
that's what it means. That's what it means to be married.
Okay,
Zach.
I'm your wife. And you tell me that your boss's mouth was twice the size. So Tomar, what do you want to do for dinner, Tomar?
You know, the weirdest thing happened at work today.
Yeah, but what do you want to do for dinner first? Let's not talk about that.
Well,
it's kind of a.
Let's get some angel tie, I guess. But
that's
so this thing. That's not what Jaxie would do. She wouldn't scream at me.
Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Let's do. So keep going.
No. It's so. The weirdest thing happened at work today.
The weirdest thing happened to me today.
The weirdest thing happened to me today.
What if she started doing that to you and started mocking you?
It's not something I wouldn't marry a person who would do that.
Yeah, but she does it now. You rub your eyes and her eyes.
She does it now.
Yeah, but you rub your eyes and her eyes are twice as big as normal.
Oh no.
And she goes, "What were you saying, Tomar?" And she blinks 5 times.
And I'd say, am I dreaming right now?
Is this a cool fucking dream?
Is this a cool?
Tomar, have you ever seen the video of the guys driving down the long dusty road and a brick falls out of a truck and kills the wife in the seat?
That's the mother.
That's horrible.
Yeah, that's real. But what would you do if that happened and it hit Jaxie in the head?
Oh my god,
but it
Chris.
didn't kill her. It just like
made
her look like a hammerhead shark.
Holy fuck.
I'd be really upset. I think I would make a point to get that person's plates and file a lawsuit.
You get his plates?
Yeah, get his plates.
Your wife is deformed and you get his plates. Wouldn't you hunt him down and fucking assassinate him or something?
I mean,
this man really good fucking.
I get his plates.
Oh fuck! He got me.
I'd run him off the road so I could get his plates.
Every scenario we've put Tom on it's just basically a nightmare. He can't do anything about it. He's no real course of action in fucking any of these scenarios. It's just like, I don't know. I'd be mildly concerned.
Tomer, I'm sorry I brought that up, by the way.
What?
Like, what would you do if your wife was brutally killed?
The death or maiming of my wife.
Chris, what would you do if you were in your swimming pool and you were doing backstrokes, kind of like sort of fast?
Yeah.
And you started doing faster and faster, and it was like a speed was like 1,000,000 miles an hour, and you formed a little portal, and you went, whoa! And you fell inside the pool, and you woke up exactly 10 minutes before.
What the fuck?
So he time traveled in the pool?
Yeah, but 10 minutes in the past. That's the only difference. Would you try it again?
Yeah.
Wait. So he woke up 10 minutes in the past, but it's not like he didn't go into an overlapping reality where the other him is about to get in the pool.
Yeah, but he knows what's gonna happen because 10 minutes ago it happened because he woke up 10 minutes ago.
I mean, it just sounds cool. Why wouldn't I do that
think if
again?
I were there, I'd do it again to see if the same thing happened.
Yeah, you try to get it.
Maybe I'd go back even
Jesus.
further. Maybe you could do that until you go back before he did something really bad.
You go back.
You wish you hadn't done.
Would you prevent 9/11 if you could do that? Just
Maybe
swim for
you
like
could.
7 months in a row.
Just keeps going swimming until you got all the way back to 2001.
Yeah, but at some point though, you'd be in somebody else's pool.
Whoa.
Would you not? Because you're going back. You're not like. It's like Back to the Future when you're in a car. You're just in the pool still.
As long as you can evade them every time until you get into the portal, it doesn't matter. They won't remember.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's.
So you'll be going back to 2001 in 10-minute increments.
But here's the point, though.
But you have all the time in the world because time's reversing.
But if you prevent 9/11,
that's a pretty big thing. You'd be a hero.
Yeah, but you'd also be
How old would you be during 2001?
Well, so here's the question though: are you still aging back? Do you still have your own brain, or are you just aging back? Are you aging backwards, or are you the same age?
Whoa.
I'm assuming you'd be the same age, right?
You'd be a little kid because it's reversing time.
I suppose, but isn't the pool doesn't?
But you're keeping your memory. That's what's critical there. You're keeping your memory.
Yeah, my point is, if the brain's the same, wouldn't it be?
So 2001, how old would you be, Chris? Like,
10.
10. So he'd be this 10-year-old who calls up the FBI from Ireland.
Yeah.
And goes, there's terrorists and they're gonna fly planes into the.
They would not fucking believe me.
Okay, Chris, do your
Wouldn't
best.
they be obligated to if you were sincere enough about it?
Yeah, but what do you say? I came from the year 2018 because I swam backwards in my pool for 6 months?
You'd have to research some of the facts. You'd have to give them things that only someone. Like, they might suspect you of being a terrorist because you'd have to know things.
I wouldn't undo 9/11.
Okay.
I wouldn't do that.
Okay, but Chris, pretend you're 11 years old and
But then it would be so much nicer at airports.
Yeah, no, but it's gonna happen either way. Maybe something worse would happen. Maybe this is the best outcome in history. I don't know. But what if we didn't?
It means they wouldn't elevate security, and maybe something.
Yeah,
worse
maybe
would
they would have
happen.
snuck a little nuclear bomb inside.
Instead of what?
Instead of the motherland of the U.S.
To McDonald's.
To McDonald's, yeah.
To McDonald's ball pit.
Yeah.
What would you genetically modify your son to do?
I'd give him like all 5 fingers would be really. Oh no, you know what? I'd give him really long.
Can I
index
just make
fingers
him like
only.
an X-Man? Can he just be Nightcrawler?
No, you can just give him like 10% extra eyebrows or something.
Yeah.
Can his mouth be 50% larger than a human mouth, so Zach can make a stupid hypothetical about him?
Would you make your child?
But if I'm the cause of it.
This goes to everybody, but would you guys for $100 million would you have added onto you surgically the gibbon neck, frog neck, and you cannot get it removed, but in exchange you get $100 million?
Oh fuck yeah!
I'd do that.
I'd do that for $100 million. Yeah,
Absolutely.
So every time you laugh, your neck like goes, it inflates like that thing would do.
Yeah.
Small price to pay.
Really? You do it?
For $100 million? Absolutely.
But you can never get it removed. I don't know if I would. I think
I mean, that
like,
would be your reputation. That'd be your identity for the rest of your life. You'd be that guy who got $100 million for a gibbon neck.
And just roll with it.
But yeah,
that's really scary.
That's a good point.
So
ooh, an herb.
The leader of the lead of a death metal band has a big monkey throat. That's fucking.
It's fucking metal, dude.
That'd be a pretty good gimmick. I don't know.
It's also a huge advantage. I think they'd ban you from even being allowed to
they ban you for professional metal singing.
Yeah, it's like bionic feet or something. You have a huge advantage.
It's like doping in music.
Yeah,
like.
yeah, you have a huge. Yeah, that's doping in music is having a big gibbon frog neck. That's not fair. John, here's a real question for you. You ready? You give birth to the most fucking beautiful thing you've ever seen in your life.
Hold on, the music came on right when you.
Yeah, this is.
Go on.
You give birth to the most fucking beautiful creature you've ever seen with your own two eyes in your life. You're looking down. It's your own blood, flesh and blood, right?
Yeah, I'm in.
It's growing. Now, but listen, here's the case. Here's the insane
hold
part.
on, you're losing
it's
it.
growing. It's becoming longer and wider, as growing as they call, as the child does.
Yeah.
But at age 1, it sucks on your finger compulsively. It just grabs your hand and sucks on your finger.
I can't do
now,
this.
Now, this doesn't. No, but this listen. This doesn't stop for years.
Yeah.
What do you do to punish your child? What do you get him to stop?
How big is he by the time I've decided I need to punish him?
He's like 5 meters. How tall is? How big is a meter again?
Is this like an Akira situation?
Oh,
Zachary?
What?
Akira.
What is
should I say it? Akira.
What is that?
That's Akira.
Akira, the fucking anime movie with the gigantic
I don't
guy
know
who.
about that.
This game sucks.
Don't you remember? No, come on. You're having a good time in Titanic. You've only got. I mean, it's
Chris,
dramatic irony. We know he's only got 3 hours to live.
Spot the difference?
Yes, it's spot the difference.
Oh, the difference is that one's not sunk yet.
wait a minute. Actually, don't.
This one's underwater. These are just bubbles, and this one is stars.
Those are people's eyes.
Oh my god.
People's millions of eyeballs.
Shut up. You
Well, Johnny did answer. How would you stop your son from sucking you? Sucking your finger.
How would I stop my son from sucking me? Is this what you want to ask me?
Yeah.
This is what you want to ask me, Zachary?
Breaking news. John finally declares his answer on how he'd get his son to stop sucking him. Breaking news.
Well, Zachary, there's a couple ways. There's cognitive behavioral therapy. They've got licensed physicians to deal with this kind of thing.
John, that's you literally running from your evil thoughts.
I'm not running. I'm standing still. No, I'm letting them wash over me.